Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a world-class bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the last standing Samoan Big Rig, Nick Utam.
Glad to be here. Glad to be back. Hopefully everybody had a nice Thanksgiving and Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah, it's time to celebrate, folks. All we want for Christmas is you. To go to titsandart.com right now. But before you do, say hello to the last... Wait, oh shit, here we go. We're all here. Yeah, all right. So up next is American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
Yes, I'm here, and I've been thrown off my game by the sudden change in the batting order. But it's okay. We're all on roids.
Yeah, Daryl Strawberry was a different kind of drug user. Anyway, and finally, say hello to the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you're wondering what's going on, and even if you're scared in the slightest, take ease with your mind, because I just forgot to hit enter studio.
Oh, okay. Well, folks, we're all here. We're excited. Now, Nick, you brought up Thanksgiving. You had wondered if the audience had a nice Thanksgiving. How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Nick, what about you, man?
Mine. I always think mine. I always treat mine like a UN meeting. Like there are people from other places coming to one place, my house, and they might not know the rules or care about our customs, but they have to abide by common rules, and I always have to enforce them. This year was fine. It was okay. We didn't have any big problems except for my two cousins who got drunk and then one accused the other one of being impotent in front of everybody.
God damn.
He said, yeah, he was like, "You're impotent. You're shooting blanks." I'm just like, "Really, dude? You've had half a glass of wine. Calm the fuck down."
Dude, he was white girl wasted already, huh?
Dude, you think I get white girl wasted? He's the king of getting white girl wasted. It's fucking sad. The man has half a light beer and he's like 3 sheets to the wind. It's
Oh, so he's George McFly. I got it.
Pretty much. Other than that, well, the good thing was everybody came over early. They ate, they had a good time quickly, and they left early and they left fast. I was like, oh, thank God. So that was also good. So yeah, they didn't linger, didn't stay, whatever. They got their food, said their thing, drank some alcohol, and then fucking went home. So that's good.
They eat,
Dion.
they get their food, they go the fuck home.
All right, Cleo McDowell. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. It was busy as hell. Hillary got on my nerves a little bit. We went to, since her mom moved back up to Michigan, we went to her aunt's house. We were all there. Then went to her dad's on Friday, and she was just doing stuff. And then went to the tail. Or no, there wasn't a tailgate, but we watched the game. It was good, man. It was good. Nice suburban Thanksgiving.
Just the kind you want.
Yep.
How
was
Kendo?
yours, boys? I mean, obviously, besides Nick's fucking impotent cousin, what about you?
Well,
Kendo, Dion.
Yeah.
Oh, me? My turn? Okay. It was good. I got up early. I'm the one that made all the food. I cooked the turkey, all the sides and everything like that. And then her friends came over and brought all their own food. So we had too much fucking food. And because that's what you do. You have to bring a shitload of food to everybody's house for everything. No one can just make it all. And, well, we just hung out, we ate, and then I had started drinking earlier in the morning. I think I was about 7 or 8 PBRs in before noon hit and food came out. So I was feeling pretty good about things. And then I just excused myself without telling anybody, and I went and laid down and took a nap for about 4 hours. So I was pretty happy.
Nice. It was great. I went to Jesse's family's. My mom came to town. There was a lot of food, a lot of fun. And I keep playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Even away on Thanksgiving, Kendo, I beat the Shadow Temple when I could sneak away. So
there you go.
One left to do, and it's time to go. Fight Ganondorf.
Yeah, that Bongo's a piece of shit.
He's easy as hell too.
Oh yeah, he's very simple, like ridiculously simple.
He's like Queen Goma easy because all you do is shoot him in the eyeball and then attack him with your sword. It's like, all right,
Now
whatever.
you got to shoot him in the. You got to shoot his hands first, so he gets all upset.
first,
and
yeah.
Then he tries to bum rush you with his, eyeball first because that makes sense. And then you shoot him in the eyeball and beat the shit out of him. And if you got the fucking Bigoron sword, it's like 3 hits and he's done.
I did not get the Bigoron sword. I don't, because when you first get it, it breaks, and because it's the carpenter sword or something. Then you have to do all the tasks to get the Bigoron sword. And I'm like, I'll just stick with the master sword. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible.
Actually, you don't even have to get that knife that breaks first. You can get the Bigoron sword without doing that.
I did not know that. All right,
I
will,
did not know that the first couple times I did it, but then one time I completely forgot to grab that, and I went on the quest, went to do the quest without it, and found out that it worked. So I was like, oh, how about that?
Now, folks, in the chat, if you want to tell us about your Thanksgiving, please let us know. But we would like to tell you a couple things first, like the word of the day. So, folks, today's word of the day seems to tie in with one of the topics this evening, cocaine bear. So, folks, the word of the day is Coke. Do what you will with that. But we will have our Coke titles all night long. So, how about Cokie and the Bandit? Is that good?
Cokie and the
You wanna take that one?
Bandit.
That works.
I can get that one.
He'd be driving really fucking fast and be real focused too.
Hot tub Coke machine.
Hot tub Coke machine.
Hunt for red Coke.
Yeah. Fistful of
You
Coke.
sure that wasn't paprika?
Okay, there you go.
I like that one. Oh my god. Here's an easy one. Scarface. That's cheap. Sorry.
Coke face.
Coke face. There
Same
we go.
thing. Same movie.
Coke face killer.
Oh, there you go, Dion. We can use rapper titles now.
Yeah, yeah, you got perfect.
How about Clockwork Coke?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So, folks, have fun with your
I see
cocaine
that
titles.
Coke, A Space Odyssey.
Oh, we're gonna have a fun time tonight. Guys, remind me after the show's over. I will throw white lines onto the song for the streaming version. Now, folks, if you don't catch us live, and you kind of regret it because that's how you can get involved in the show, like right now, we have James Unchained in the chat talking about Trick or Coke, or we have Girtha Guitars, we have Pick and Save ×2, Heavy Metal Lion, Darian217, Cannon Beltran, Emperor Billy Ritchie, and a ton more. So, folks, that's what you miss out on besides having fun live. You don't have a chance to be a part of the show. So I'd like to thank everyone who's here already. And folks, we got a lot of people here already, so I'm going to have to stop saying hail to everybody. But do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you like what we do and to help us combat this bullshit algorithm sometimes. Folks, thank you.
Yeah, and also don't forget our Robo Coke shirt.
Yeah, oh shit, I forgot we had that. Let me put that up real quick. Thank you, Nick. I forgot about RoboCoke Lines of Justice. Now, folks,
Yeah, we have that. So.
the best website name on the planet is shopwcbs.com. Remember, when you go to shopwcbs.com, you can get wonderful world-class bullshitters content and merchandise, like the beer glass, our Aquamilf t-shirt, and more. But today, we want to show you RoboCoke Lines of Justice. So go to just go to shopwcbs.com, scroll down to the bottom, and you will find RoboCoke Lines of Justice. And you want to be protected with your lines of justice, so wear this RoboCoke shirt. Oh, man. So there you go, folks. ShopWCBS.com is the name. Now, this is a great way to support the channel, but we'd like to thank one other person who is currently supporting the channel. We have a brand new patron today, so shout out to our friend. Wait, I had everything lined up just so perfectly before I clicked away. So shout out to our friend. I believe his name is Jay. But we want to give a shout out to our new patron because you guys, yes, it is Jay. J320. Thank you, J320, for joining our Patreon page. Folks, 2022 is almost over. The guys and I have a big plan for 2023, and we're already starting now. So be on the lookout for that. But don't hang your hat up on WCBS yet. Here's the exciting part. Tuesday, we'll be back with the High Council. We have Literature Devil. We have Lil Chad. With my new co-host now, Andrew, he and I have been working behind the scenes to create some awesome shows for you guys. Last week, before the High Council, before Thanksgiving, we had an awesome episode with WDW Pro and Valiant Renegade, where we discussed a lot of the current issues with Disney, which some of will be discussed tonight. But that was a great episode of the show. We had a lot of positivity, and a lot of people reach out about that one. So, folks, check out the High Council, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 Pacific, only on World Class Bullshitters. Now, guys, that we got
.com.
all that. Now that we got all that fun stuff out of the way, would you like to take a moment to honor a fallen celebrity that we all actually like? Because it is Christmas time, which we know is the time of miracles. Mm-hmm. And sadly, we have lost one Clarence Gilyard Jr. Now, for those who don't know the name Clarence Gilyard Jr., you definitely know the face on screen right in front of you. Die Hard, Top Gun, Walker, Texas Ranger, Murder, She Wrote. Clarence Gilyard Jr. was a big part of late 80s, early 90s entertainment, and he passed away. He was only 66, and there aren't any details about his death as of the passing, as of the articles coming out. It just said that there was a statement from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where he had been working as a film and theater professor. So, guys, right around the Christmas season, Theo passed away.
Yeah, clearly not the time of miracles.
No.
Lied to.
We heard, dog.
You bet your ass. I just love that guy. He was hilarious in that movie.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Is it sad that both Hans Gruber and Theo are dead?
Yeah, man. Like that just sucks.
I mean, McLean's still alive. He probably can't find his keys, but he's still alive.
Easy there.
I'm sorry.
That is just fucking cruel.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
All right, Rick. Yeah, I forgot he was on Matlock for 85 episodes.
He was.
And again,
He was I think he was the deputy something or another. He showed up and helped Andy Griffith a lot.
Did you watch that more or Murder, She Wrote more?
That easily. My mom fucking loved Matlock.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matlock showed up at my house quite a bit.
My grandma watched all that shit, so.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, miss you, man. God, we didn't bring you along for your charming personality.
So,
Yeah,
folks, it looks like this year, in honor of Clarence Gilyard Jr., we'll be doing a Die Hard watch-along. So be on the lookout for that. We'll make an announcement by next week's show.
Hey, Jeff. Since you're on that side of the world, check and make sure you're on the mailing list for the Nakatomi Christmas party. Okay.
I got my invitation. It's right here. Don't you hear it?
That's good to know. That's good to know.
I don't think I'm going to go, though.
yeah.
I got a bad feeling about it.
That's the type of thing, like that type of party is where you don't want to have friends in high places because they could fall off the side of the building.
That's true.
It's so sad. R.I.P. Hans Bubby, our white knight. Wait, no, that was Ellis. Shit, sorry. I'm getting my cocaine users mixed
You had
up.
one job, goddammit. You had one
Hans
job.
Bubby.
You had one job.
Yeah, Ellis
Look.
called Hans Bubby.
Well, it's all cocaine to me. White knight, all this shit.
California.
I can smell it coming in the air tonight.
I mean,
oh, Lord.
if cocaine's going back in California, entertainment might finally be good again.
I mean, you're not exactly wrong, my friend.
I'm just
Look.
saying, the '80s were a great time.
They were. They gave us really good films. Maybe the greatest.
This is a
I'm glad you guys agree with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you think one day we should just have the epic debate, 80s versus 90s, which decade had the best movies?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
It would have to be a big epic debate, though. We'd need to get like a 10 versus 10 team, fucking, 5 versus 5 Survivor Series style.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go, folks. Also, too, I want to thank you guys. We had the WCBs Survivor Series stream this past week. I was away, but Dion, Nick, and Kendo, thank you guys for rocking it out.
We talked about all things not Survivor Series.
yeah, that's true. It was commentating about anything else but Survivor Series and how terrible.
Dion and I were pretty much giving live running audio commentary of what was going on in the various college football games that were happening that were far more entertaining.
Yeah.
We were talking. Jeez, like I said, I don't remember exactly what we talked about, but I remember Survivor Series was totally an afterthought because that show was boring until the end.
Like the match would be over, then we'd be like, okay, that one is so and so one. All right, but what I was saying about that picture at Walmart.
Oh yeah, I gave an update about what had taken place so far at that point in the World Cup.
Yes. Yeah, we were giving World Cup updates as well.
Well, Team USA beat Iran, right? So
we sure did. We beat the piss out of them and sent them back to where they came from. The problem is it wasn't as far away as normal.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like,
their plane ride home wasn't that long.
No.
But yeah,
they're gonna be like, that's why y'all didn't sing the motherfucking national anthem to lose to the goddamn Yanks.
Yep. So we got our round of 16 games Saturday against the Netherlands. It's 8:00 here in the Mountain Time, 9:00 in the Central, 10 in the East, 7 on the West Coast. So there's that. So maybe we can pull off a miracle and beat the Dutch, or maybe they will just be too good for us. Either way, I'm gonna watch the game. Oh, the Krauts are going home.
Yep. Yeah, they won today.
Yeah, and they won today. They beat Costa Rica 4-2, but because Japan went and Pearl Harbored Spain, they won the group, and Spain, even through virtue of losing, had a big enough goal difference because of them pecker slapping the shit out of Costa Rica the other day that even with the win, Germany still went home. And like I told everybody on Facebook, this is the second time in the history of Germany that they've failed in back-to-back opportunities on the global stage because they crashed out of the group stage in the last World Cup. So,
oh my God.
Well, they were in the finals in the one 70 years ago, but good old Germany. There's no right when the choke.
Yeah. 1945, 20, 22. I don't see a difference. Yeah, so the Krauts are gone. They're going home. Mexico, there was very sad people all around the building yesterday when Mexico won but didn't have enough goal difference to overtake theirs, and they went crashing out. I did take a bit of joy from the fact that Qatar, the host nation, and the only reason why they were in it is because they bought it, is the worst ever host nation in the history of the sport because of the way they participate, or because of their performance in said World Cup. They scored 1 goal, gave up 7, lost all 3 of their games. So that was
yeah, and also I love how Budweiser was a big advertiser, for the World Cup, and they just like shit the bed when they were like, oh, we can only sell a non-alcoholic product here. That's awesome.
Well, no, what happened was Qatar told them, they're like, because the footballing culture and beer go hand in hand, hence hooliganism.
Yes.
But the apprehension from everybody was, Qatar, it's an Islamic nation that you guys don't allow drinking, and they were like, oh no, it is fine, come to Qatar, you can drink here, And they're like, oh, okay, so during the World Cup we can drink there. Oh yes, some hotels and fan zones, they will have the beer. Then 2 days before the World Cup, Qatar came out and said, all that stuff we said, lies. You cannot have the beer here. And it was like, oh. So, like, they cracked down hardcore on what was allowed to happen, though. Although today in the game, they said that there was 3 female referees in the game, which they did. And it was the first time in history it was an all-female refereeing crew, which I'm like, I'm sure they are.
Yeah, but I'm sure they were covered from head to toe, and all you can see were their eyes.
No, that's the thing, is they weren't dressed like beekeepers, which I found to be surprising, because even in the game against Iran the other day, like, they showed like a bunch of women in the crowd, and they were dressed in like t-shirts and things like that. I'm like, y'all couldn't get away with that if they didn't know that there was like cameras on you. You know that, right?
That's true.
And that there's been enough bad publicity for Qatar in the Middle East over the last couple weeks.
I've heard so many things.
They don't want to have any more bad publicity, so we're going to go ahead and just allow that to happen. But once the cameras stop rolling, I bet it changes.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to have to... Actually, Kendo, I'm just going to come to you for all my World Cup updates later, because
that's fine.
I missed everything. I was at a pizza place eating a cheesesteak the other night, and they had 2 games on back-to-back, and I paid attention for about 30 seconds. So,
yeah, man, I was at a pizza place that had a cheesesteak.
Yeah, man. And I had a beer, and then I walked down the street and saw the Liberty Bell, and it was fucking cool.
Yeah, man. I went to my favorite burger place and got a turkey leg.
I put mayonnaise on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was delicious, brother.
Dion, I was at the Museum of Art in Philly, and they had this giant statue. I really want to buy it for you. You got to take out a pillar of your apartment, and we're going to put it in there. It's a 19-foot tall horse statue. carved of wood.
Nice.
So
Not only is it
I
awesome
can't
looking, it's
believe
also stylish.
now, folks, if you want to see the horse statue, go to our Twitter page. It's on there. You can follow us on social media. We've been trolling each other a lot lately. We've been having a lot of fun. Also, too, welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome to our new Twitter followers. We're about to cross another milestone on Twitter, which is awesome. And I guess Twitter is on its last legs or something, right, guys? So I guess we should enjoy it.
Every day,
every
day is the last day.
No.
Apparently.
Like people announce it on Twitter, like they announced Kathleen Kennedy getting fired. It's like every week it's going to be over.
Well, I take all those Twitter people quitting and with a grain of salt.
We're gonna quit, man. We're gonna go to something called Mastodon and try to figure out how that works for 2 weeks.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
All the people that are like, I'm going to quit Twitter, fuck you, we're out of here, are the same people that were going to move to Canada but still live here.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I did find it really, really funny when CBS News put out a tweet like last week that said something to the effect of, due to the instability and the disinformation on the platform, we are going to be leaving and so we're going to be suspending our Twitter account indefinitely. And then 2 days later, they were back.
Well, here's the thing. Because of all the controversy, they're having more activity and more people are signing up for it.
Right.
So,
which means
yeah,
more
and
advertising
also,
dollars, which means
well,
more
yeah, that
money.
and also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this episode at any time, please retweet us right now because I'm sure the algorithm is the algorithm's in the weeds right now because I think Twitter's running off of one laptop that Elon Musk has
For
in his
once,
bathroom.
Twitter likes us.
So retweet us, share our stuff on there. I'm sure the algorithm's nice and fair now because somebody's working on it. So.
Nick, thank you for that. Elon Musk
welcome.
one laptop is not
Hail
enough
Thud.
to help WCBs. Hail Thud.
That's no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a hashtag. I'm gonna let Elon be like, bring back Thud.
Yeah, hail Thud. We love Thud. We love the Thud. Give us the Thud.
Also, too, we're going to play a little game tonight, folks. Shout out to the people who picked up the random ass comments. Shout out to Christian, Darian217, Adama, as well as Adama again 3 times. Okay, you got me randomly screaming out the Power Rangers stuff. Now, I don't want to make this a super sad moment, but Dion, have we had an episode of the show since Tommy the Green Ranger died?
I don't think we have.
Dude, the Batman stuff sucked, but the Green Ranger was the worst. Like, celebrity-wise, like, oh no, the Power Rangers. Like, that was my show as a kid, and the fact that it like was such a sad circumstance. Ooh, that one sucked.
Man. It's just like, everyone. I don't know, man. He was definitely that celebrity that you may not have agreed with everything he said, but you could tell he was just a good fucking dude, and he's a fucking staple of our childhood.
Yeah,
and the dude was he was just a nice fucking guy, it seemed, and that one fucking sucks, man. He was my favorite fucking Ranger. And he did so much, not just for entertainment, but he was a martial artist, and he was an adventurer type of guy. He was really nice to the fans, and he went to cons, and he's one of the reasons why it's called Dragon Con, and he loved fucking going to Dragon Con, and then he started getting his daughter involved in shit, and then he was a public speaker, so a lot of people that were going through shit, he'd have him come out to his dojo and shit. The dude fought professional MMA for a couple fucking fights before he was too old to do that shit. He wanted to get that out of the way, then he'd have whooped CM Punk's ass. He would have whooped the shit. He legitimately would have whooped CM Punk's
Not
ass.
a high bar, though.
I'm just saying.
That is also true. That is also very true. Not that CM Punk would ever fucking admit that. He was a playground tough guy. But Jason David Frank was a legitimate tough guy. Like, everybody fucking liked that dude. All the shit he did with Bat in the Sun. Independent entertainment. He played multiple fucking Rangers. And then he would come back for some of the TV shows. So there were generations of kids where he was, the legendary Ranger. So one of the first 6 Rangers. It just sucked, man. That one hurt. I was almost, Muhammad Ali, Stan Lee, and Jason Jason David Frank are the ones where it's like, damn, like it fucking sucked. That fucking sucked. It really did. It really fucking did. Like Jeff and I texted each other
Yeah.
over that shit.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was just kind of like, oh, please let it be fake.
Yeah, I
And
just said
then,
the same thing.
Yeah, and then it wasn't. There was one really, really sad video I found on Instagram from Walter Jones, the Black Ranger. It was a video where he showed he got it from a fan where he was talking to Jason like a day or two before it happened, where he's hugging him and he's talking. You can see he's talking to him, like saying something to him like from far away. Like the fan was getting a video of them, and like he played it through and everything. That like it was just kind of it was real sad because he's like basically said he's like, yeah man, the dude was fine, everything was cool, we had a good time at this convention, and then this happens, and it was just kind of like he couldn't believe it.
And then and then Bat and the Sun put up they used to do a quick little series like The Waiting Room. They always have 3 different characters, and they were all in their waiting room together. And there was one, I guess they never officially uploaded it, but it was of Andy, the second Black Ranger. It was Jason David Frank, and then it was Deadpool. And like they're teaching him how to do the Hia thing, right? And it was kind of funny, and it was just like, damn, like that dude fully embraced, being the coolest character on a kid's show in the fucking 90s. Like he legitimately was like, hey, I did that thing and it was pretty fucking cool, and I still do some cool shit. I think he still has the fucking Guinness Book of World Record for most karate boards broken in free fall or something like that. He went and set that fucking record just because he's like, hey, I like to fucking skydive, and it came up and we've been practicing this for a while now, and he got the fucking record. And it's like, fuck, that dude was legitimately fucking cool. He was, the Saturday morning version of James Dean. It's like, fuck.
That's a good way to describe him.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we put out a little tribute short the other day, but you can hear a nice longer take on the Jason David Frank passing on last week's High Council. But guys, let's check in with the audience and get into tonight's show, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and none of it is sad anymore. So Dion, do us a favor, man, since you had a nice way to eulogize JDF right there. Pick a number between 1 and 69, my friend.
Give me a sultry and soft 69.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah.
So, folks, thank you for supporting the channel. We will read everyone's messages tonight.
I haven't watched that movie in forever. I feel bad. I have not watched that movie in a long fucking time.
Do you want to change that? Because I haven't watched it since I moved out here.
We need to change it, man. We need the movie in our lives. We need Tommy Wiseau right now. Tommy Wiseau needs to be our hero.
We're gonna close out 2022 with a bunch of awesome events, including a room drunk watch along.
I guess so, man. I guess so.
I guess we are, folks. Be on the lookout. Go to our Twitter, our now blowing up Twitter page. We have as many followers as actors like Luis Guzman and I don't know who's another actor. Steven Seagal stunt double. There we go. We're tied with Steven Seagal stunt double.
Just so you know, our Twitter handle is at the WorldClassBs. That's our Twitter handle. So go find us. I'll put a link in the chat for the mods as well, so you guys can share that tonight.
Thank you. And folks, we have a handle here on YouTube now that they have implemented this program. So we are at WCBs on YouTube. So there you go. Easy way to find us. Now, let's check in with the audience. Our first message is a very, very generous message from our friend Joseph Bienowicz, who says, now, part of this is in capitals, so I'm going to read it like I'm on cocaine. I thought Coke Bear was a WCBS production. They're listening to the stream. First Coke Bear, next Meth Gator. Nick, you better copyright this stuff. Soon Buffalo Jeff gets taken. Dion uses the special skills. Kendo, get the suit. So Meth Gator is an upcoming WCBS comic in the year 3535. Joking is
the only one who can stop Meth Gator is my black ass.
Oh, dude. Hold on. let's look into all those like weird funding schemes, and let's get a bunch of money together to make a people of color production of Meth Gator. It'll be like the asylum version of Cocaine Bear, and I bet if we work hard enough, we can get it out by February.
And that's the perfect name to do the production company because that shit is so chic right now.
Yeah,
It is. Yes. Oh my god.
oh my god, Jinx.
A people of color production.
God.
We got
There's a meth gator. It's gonna kill us all. My black ass, it is.
I'm getting flashbacks of Black Dynamite so hard when you do that.
Well, get him some chili and donuts, and we'll be good to go.
Oh my god, chili and donuts.
Cesario Japan or Caesar?
Alligator shoes.
We need to watch that.
he
Dion,
got it.
let's watch that at New Year's.
We were
Face-
watching that 100%.
Cesario Japan or Caesar Jorpin got a new name the other night during the Survivor Series stream too. Nick, what was it? Dion called him like Cesarsian or something like that.
Cesarsian, yes. Cesarsian.
Yeah, it was Cesarsian.
Yeah. You do such a great job of reading his name. When I saw it actually in written form, my brain was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, Cesario Japan." Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Dion's like, oh, Cesarsian. It's like, what? No, that's Cesar.
Even he typed it. He was like, "What?"
It was our own version of a Doin moment. It was great.
It was fun.
Now, how did you pronounce it again?
Cesarsian.
Cesarsian.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds like a Megazord. All right, Cesarsian, right? Cesarsian, go!
Yeah, say it like you're sneezing. There you go.
He's our new superhero. Cesarsian. All right, Scorpion.
Now he's sitting at home. He's like, "God damn it! Now people gonna start calling me St. George."
Yeah. It's to the
Put that
point now
evil
that
on me,
we're
Ricky Bobby.
the listeners have a gimmick. His is that his name
Yep.
never gets pronounced correctly.
Yeah. Mine never gets spelled. Yours never gets pronounced. What a pair we are, eh?
Well, thank you, Cesarsian. He says, Tim Burton must be as confused as to where are my horses guy, as he's being accused of not being woke enough for his Wednesday series. Can you please play the Bone Horse Buffalo Jeff, please? Of course we can press that for you. And then we'll talk about the thing that's sweeping the internet, Wednesday. Yay.
Hello, Dion.
I like it.
Hello, Dion.
Sorry. Shrebbles08, thank you very much. The word of the day is Coke. Coke Bear. Indiana Jones and the Coke of Destiny. It's better than the real title. How Stella got her Coke back. That's an interesting story. And back to the Coke. My weekend. So, folks, keep sending your Coke titles. I guess we should come up with a few more, right, guys?
Let's see.
Mrs.
Coke
Coke Fire.
Busters.
Coke Bu-
Busters.
Wait, that just sounds like a really shitty DEA film. Coke Busters.
And instead of running around with proton packs, and running around with like fucking backpack hoovers.
Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
They're like those things on Heavy Metal. The aliens that do cocaine.
There you go.
Let's see. The Place Beyond the Coke.
Three days on the Coke.
You might die. How about
Goodwill
good Coke
Coke?
hunting? Oh, damn. Wait.
There we go.
Did we literally just do Goodwill Hunting two different ways at the same time?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's like Step Brothers. All right, fine.
Beverly
Coke
Hills
Rider.
Coke. It's usually hidden in coffee.
Yeah.
We're going to get wired and have a big party. Thanks for having me, Vic. It's a nice place.
The last Coke show. One
Enter the
Coke
Coke?
over the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah. Star Wars, a new Coke.
That's a good one, actually.
Oh.
Wait, no. New Coke is garbage.
That's
You guys remember when they
also
re-released
true.
it?
Yeah, because you bought that Stranger Things, pack thing to get the new Coke.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Now, short aside, I'll say this: I read.
either.
I wasn't around in 1985 for it, but apparently it was around until the 90s as Coke too, which I just never drank as a kid.
Yeah, no, it existed for a really long time. Because I remember it wasn't everywhere. You just find it every once in a while. Because I got it as Coke too. It was like, this sucks. And then it wasn't until like not too long ago when they're like, oh, did you know that New Coke was renamed and called Coke 2 till about 2004? I'm like, I was not aware of that. I only had it a couple times. It was awful.
Yeah. No Coke for old men.
There will be Coke.
Nah, that's a good one.
I still stand by Cokie and the Bandit.
Coke Hand Luke.
Ooh, I like that
Coke.
one.
Coke Nail Luke.
There you go. Rebel without Coke.
How about Coke NATO? That's a fucking amazing movie. Coke. That's how it ends. There's Meth Gator. Meth Gator dies by a Coke NATO. Oh,
my
we have
God.
to make
So
we have to make
the
Florida the movie.
The Mexican cartel somehow makes a Coke NATO, so everybody can get addicted, so they can sell more of their product.
Well,
They unleash it at Fire Festival too.
Oh, we have a million great stories. Let's write these down.
Ja Rule still there. He's like, murder.
yeah.
Rule baby. Shrubbles08 says, I'll take a Dookie and a Die Hard button, please. You got it. Ask and ye shall receive. So let's get you set up with this lovely
No Coke barred.
Oh, yeah.
I like that's truly how Hulk Hogan saw himself.
Dookie.
I make regular sized men shit they pants.
Now
Do
we
you
saw
think he actually has?
shitting his pants.
He probably has. I mean, you pick a drunk motherfucker up enough times and slam him on his back, he gonna shit himself.
Just ask Psycho Sid.
Yep.
God.
Ask Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now, we do not have the Die Hard button, but don't worry. It's not like you can't get it right now. What we're about to do is play you the Die Hard button. I just realized that some of the buttons we had to take down for space issues, we can actually just play as a random video file. So here you go. Here's the Die Hard button in just a second. And here we go. It's playing for me on the back.
Who gives a shit about class? Who the fuck is this?
This is Deputy Chief of Police Dwayne T. Robinson, and I am in charge of this situation.
Oh, you're in charge. Well, I got some bad news for you, Dwayne. I'm not the one who just got butt fucked on national TV, Dwayne.
There you go.
Oh, Argyle.
Yeah.
God, he's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over later.
All he does is listen to the same fucking song over and over again.
It's a good tune.
This is Christmas music.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good tune, but I mean, how many times could you listen to fucking Skeletons by Stevie Wonder?
So here's the thing. Imagine, if you will, you're chauffeuring this guy to a Christmas party, and you park in the basement, and you've got one of those big old awesome 80s brick phones, and you're talking to your girl. What else are you going to do down there besides just listen to the same song over and over again? Especially when that's all that the royalties or the media department's willing to pay towards royalties.
Hey, my thing is he also had a joint that he smoked that they didn't show him that they that they didn't show in the movie, because I'm just like, how are you gonna be in that basement for that long listening to the same song? You got to be fucking high to at least kill some time. Really, you do.
He's like, I'm seeing about as much as Stevie Wonder. Let's listen to him on repeat.
Oh man, I'm gonna listen to that song after tonight's show. It's in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's my favorite song. All right, let's keep on rolling on though. Thank you to SH Rebels 08. Xavier to God says, Nick, fuck, marry, kill MCU, Sony, Marvel, and Fox Marvel. That's only for you, Nick.
Oh my God, Sony, Marvel. Wait, hold on. Sony, Marvel, Fox, Marvel. That's it.
An MCU Marvel.
Oh, okay. I'll fuck MCU Marvel. I'll marry Fox Marvel because I like those movies. They're Yeah, they're good. They're okay. I think. Let me hold on. Let me look at Sony Marvel. Yep, I'll take Fox Marvel and I'll kill Sony Marvel.
Oh, poor Spider-Man too.
Well, I mean, like, all they have is Spider-Man and Venom and like Morbius, and things like that. It's like, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
It's
And Ghost Rider, was really, a really amazing movie. So
The second one was a cocaine-fueled nightmare.
you know why, right? Because the second one was
Because
done by the guys who did Crank.
Oh, a cocaine-fueled nightmare. There we go.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. It's instead of hiring the same team who did the first one, which was like a coherent story, they're like, we're gonna get the guys who did Crank. It's like, why?
I prefer Crank 2 to Crank myself, but I'm in the minority.
Those movies are fun.
They're
I like
fun.
them.
All right. Sojourn has a fucking another super chat. Thank you, Sojourn. Mr. Cleo, what do the cards have in store for Bob Iger? And did Chapek get fired for possibly exposing Disney could be propped up by cryptocurrency? Ooh, that is a hard question that only Mr. Cleo could have an answer for.
Oh, I'm an mercy. Shit, let me welcome, darling. Welcome, darling. Based on that question, I can only guess one thing. You're a Libra, aren't you, darling? Beautiful. Let me open me bag here, because down here, as we all know, what the kids don't lie. Tia, I'm an mercy. Let me see here. Pull them out. Ooh, oh, Lord. No, that's not red wine right there, darling. That's not a Libra. Bad Libra. Well, the kids say what the kids say, darling. The kids say, don't get caught with your pants down. I'm an mercy.
These have been the wise words of Mr. Cleo.
Kill me now.
Oh my god.
Sojourn, though, I didn't hear about the Disney and the cryptocurrency thing. It just keeps getting uglier all the time. I need to
No,
get
I've heard nothing about that, but if they were in it with the one company that we've heard about recently that went belly up real quick, that would have been some shit. Oh man.
Well, the world's burning, folks, and the Joker would be very happy.
Yeah, I mean, how much has Disney lost? Like, was it $2 or $3 billion? $4 billion?
Not enough.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh well.
Now, Xavier to God, thank you very much. Out of every Spider-Man show, which would you guys have rather got another season of back then? For me, it's either Spider-Man, the animated series, or Unlimited. The new animated series or Unlimited. So there's 3 different shows that Xavier to God mentioned. So Xavier to God, I know most 90s kids would want to get a continuation of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon because of the way it ends, but I don't like the ending, but I thought the part with Stan Lee was cool. I want a continuation of the Spectacular Spider-Man because we know what it was supposed to go into, and that was going to be awesome. So that is my answer. Guys, do you have anything to add to this one?
90s Spider-Man for sure. That's just, that's the Spider-Man show. It's not the best one, but it definitely is, the bar. And I would have liked to see that story finished for sure, even in the 90s camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 90s as well. That was my favorite, and I wanted to see that keep going.
Yeah, I wasn't into all the Spider-Man cartoons just because they came out a little bit later, but Spectacular is probably the best one, so I'll go with that.
I would still give a Spider-Man cartoon a chance even at this age if they were good. So, come on, Disney, make a good one. So, thank you, Xavier to God. We're going to read a few more, and then we're going to keep this show on the road, folks, because we have a lot to cover, and we're going to read everything tonight, so thank you very much. TLJ Screwjob says, weird how Doomcock leaked the Indy 5 stuff a year and a half ago and had stuff of Mads Mikkelsen leaked, and they still did it. Well, just because there's a leak doesn't mean that they're going to change the movie. Like, most of the places that are aware of leaks are either just going, well, fuck it, it's not going to affect the movie, it's a big IP, or they're just going to go, oh, fuck it, it's a guy on the internet, and this is a big IP. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once again, they think because it's not on Twitter, like it doesn't matter, and they're untouchable and things like that. So.
The thing is, like, I don't think they give a shit because they're so convinced they have some kind of analytics that they look at, probably jamming their head up their ass, but they have some analytics they look at. And folks, we're going to talk about the Indiana Jones trailer in just a minute. Actually, we're going to talk about all the trailers tonight. We're going to talk about everything that we promised you guys and a whole lot more because, well, it's that kind of show. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't think they'll change anything, but what I do think they'll do is realize that Indiana Jones is not disposable. Like they treat every other IP. They think, oh, we can place in any... It's like an action figure toy line, folks. When you were a kid, let's say you like to play with the X-Men action figures. Yes, some people like Cyclops, some people like Gambit, but most people wanted Wolverine. So let's say I make a Wolverine toy line, and then, we're going to play with Wolverine, but no, you don't get Wolverine. We're going to give you Jubilee. That's kind of a disappointment.
Yeah, it is.
As we call her on this channel, Poob, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So she's a part of Indiana Jones, and let me just keep reading, because I promise you folks, we will give you a nice in-depth analysis. Dixon Sider says, the word of the day is July. You said you love me even if we're cousins. Why'd you lie to me? Party boob, 31, please.
Oh my god. This is not Alabama, calm down.
I wish we had a deliverance button for that, but we don't.
How often does incest come up on the show? Do we need a deliverance button?
It's never been mentioned before tonight, so I think we're good.
Okay, all right. Because let's not make it a reoccurring theme, please. It's weird.
It won't be. We're 334 episodes in. 1 out of 334 ain't too bad, if you ask me. It's better than the ratio that Meatloaf got. So, you asked for number 31. You will get number 31. Hold on, I can count, right? Where is it at?
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh man, the Oscars are around the corner as well. Holy shit.
Yeah, his ass is in the news right now. Emancipation can't get seen by the Oscars or some shit. Oh well. Sorry, Will.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for Emancipation. I'm just like, he's in this? No, thank you.
All right. I tried to watch Fresh Prince the other day. Okay, admittedly, I got through a couple episodes because I was out of town and they were on TV, but it was a little awkward.
Well, he's not allowed to the Oscars ever again, so I mean, like, it can't happen again unless some other celebrity decides to slap somebody else or Chris Rock again.
How about if that wouldn't that be funny if that became like the thing? Like they steer into it. It's like every year somebody gets fucking slapped across the face. They just don't tell you who, and you have it's usually just like out of like nowhere.
I don't know, man. People in Vegas will be real happy because they're like, if it happens again this year or this time, then in the third year they're gonna start taking odds on like who's gonna do it and when. It's gonna be amazing.
What if Kanye West shows up to the Oscars?
God, yes. Please let it happen. Please let him be there. Oh my, that would be hilarious because it would, it would go downhill so fast and be so entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah, it'd be a train wreck that we all would love.
Oh yeah, it'd be so good, so good. Either have him or Elon there or Trump. Just one of those three guys, right? Better yet, have all three of them there. Have all three of them there and see what happens. It would be glorious.
It would be hilarious to watch people on the internet melt down.
Just the amount of chaos and the bullshit they would say and the things that would go down. Oh, it'd be fun. It'd be so much fun.
I would be. I want to see that. I want to live that life.
Yeah. And then you have like Ricky Gervais like doing the hosting, just constantly just yelling at them and telling them how terrible they are. Oh, it'd be great.
Andy from the UK says, "Hello, my friends. Wishing you all well from the UK." Well, Andy, we're wishing you well from the US, my friend. We'll hopefully see you soon, man. It was a great time to hang out at Celebration 2019. We've been friends ever since then, and thanks for all the support you've given to the channel, my friend. Another one from Georgian says, "I miss Scottish Soccer Hooligan Weekly on SNL."
Oh yeah. Well, they're too PC for that now, so that ain't gonna happen.
So I think a Sejorjan message is a good place to transition. Hold on. But let's do this because it is someone's birthday. So happy birthday to our friend Zombie Box Reviews. He has a super chat request, and we'll play that right away. Sorry, Dion. But, it's his birthday.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
There we go. Sorry, Dion. That was a birthday gift.
Alexa, unmute.
So, guys, it's time. We were going to jokingly call this segment Trailer Talk, and we were going to talk about Cocaine Bear, and then I was going to tell you guys the real story of Cocaine Bear, which is all going to happen. So, folks,
Yay.
Get comfortable, because it's going to be a fun show. But 3 big trailers dropped, and we had a message from Adama, and I'm going to read this out of order. He says, "Hey, guys, please rank the 3 trailers that dropped today." We will. We'll do all that. We'll read your full super chat. We'll do all of that. But now, let's start talking about the first trailer. Let's get Indiana Jones out of the way, because he's old and might die before we get to the end of this segment. So, let me pull up an image real quick, guys. I was working on a Wokebusters page today, and all of a sudden, I got some kind of notification about the Indiana Jones trailer dropping, and I dropped what I was doing to show this, or to make a review or a reaction real quick. Indiana Jones is one of my absolute favorite fictional characters. He is up there with James Bond for me in terms of who I love the most. I grew up watching the Indiana Jones films, all 3 of them back in the day, on repeat. I had 2 copies of Raiders of the Lost Ark on tape, so I really liked those movies quite a bit. And then my entire childhood, there was no Indiana Jones film. But that was okay, because you had an entire decade plus of watching these 3 great movies and really reading books and playing video games and building up the myth of Indiana Jones, beyond the films. It was like the expanded universe of Star Wars. Indiana Jones had that too. And I always gravitated towards Indiana Jones a little more than most Star Wars characters, honestly, because he was in the real world. He was a little more relatable. And my favorite part of Star Wars was Harrison Ford. So this is a movie that was all Harrison Ford. I didn't have to wait 45 minutes for Indiana Jones to appear like I did Han Solo. And so I love Indiana Jones, simply put. That 4th movie was terrible. And then today we had this trailer drop. And I don't know if it's been topped, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but we're going to talk about that right now. So, Nick, let's start with you, my friend. What did you think of this trailer when it first dropped?
I was glad to see Salal back. That was nice, but that was about as happy as I got when I watched a trailer. It looks you know what it looks like? It looks like every fucking Star Wars trailer that Disney comes out with. It has the same music, the same feel, the same editing, the same voiceover. It has that same feel to it, and it doesn't. And that right there doesn't make me happy. Also, seeing, I guess, euthanize him was weird, because we know where this is going now. It's a thing. It's a thing they said they weren't doing before, but they clearly are doing. And I'm just not a fan of it, man. I just don't want it anymore. And also, we see the lovely Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Apparently, she's going to be a part of it as well. So that's going to be
joy.
Awesome. It's going to be so cool. So excited for this. Said nobody.
Dion?
I didn't watch it. I saw the still, the euthanized, the younger, digitally made younger Indy, and I was like, I can't bring myself to watch this shit today. I was like, I'll watch it while I'm on the show, and I couldn't do it today.
Kendo.
I turned it on and started watching it, and then I tapped out as soon as I saw the euthanized Indiana Jones. I'm like, we know exactly what this is going to be. They're going to go back in time. There's going to be a fucking time travel element to this. We fucking know it. We've been calling this from the beginning. that they're going to time travel, they're going to do something stupid, and Phoebe Walrus bitch is going to become like the new Indiana Jones, and we're all going to have to sit there and supposedly clap like a bunch of idiots about how great it is. I knew it was happening. I knew it was coming. This confirms it, even though it's just the trailer. I will say this, though. Barstool Sports posted something about the trailer, and the comment section gave me hope because there was a lot of people shitting all over Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So I was like, yes. Yeah. So hopefully that it just keeps going that way.
I'm not liking what I saw at all. Really, it's not to try to be funny for this show or to try to get anti-Disney sentiment to get people riled up. Really, this trailer blew. It was not. It's like every trailer, like you said, Nick, every one single fucking piano note and then the weird fanfare of the music and that slow.
And also notice, like,
drum.
well, yeah, and we've seen the trailers from like the other Star Wars properties I've had. They all start with like the shot of the sun. This one started the exact same way. Like the sun's coming down behind the buildings. You see him on the fucking the rickshaw or whatever, and you know it's driving off into the fucking sunset. I'm just like, I've seen this before many fucking times over the last couple of years. This is just generic shit you've come up with.
It is. It's really like, I don't know how to phrase it. Banal? No, that's not the right word to use. It's so basic and stupid that like any of the artistic identity is sucked out. It's homogenized, if you will. And this Indiana Jones euthanized version, let's talk about that for a minute. I think it looks like shit. Like the other shot that I showed a second ago was cool, but this just doesn't match. Like when you see this in motion right here, this just, I don't know, to me doesn't look right. And I think a lot of the CGI shots of Indiana Jones in this trailer look terrible. Like the shot of him on the horse, his head is not attached to his body.
It looks horrible. It looks so bad, and I mean, it looks like they're time hopping as well in the trailer. And I'm just like, nope, this is not going to be good. None of this is going to be good. How do you explain time hopping to, like?
How do you explain light speed skipping? Same principle.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like it's one of those things. It's like. It's not going to make sense to him. And well, can we not go back to biblical artifacts? That was at least entertaining. Why do we have to go back? Why do we have to go to fucking aliens and now this thing? Like, what is this dial tied to?
Why couldn't we? Well, it's gonna be tied. It's gonna be tied to the time machine that he's gonna be able to turn himself go through time with Poob, and the two of them are gonna be, mischievous scamps. And he's gonna start to fall in love with her, but she's gonna smack him in the face and give him the "I don't need no man" speech. That's coming.
Oh God, jeez.
You know that's coming.
I know it is. I know it is. But it's going to be one of those things where it's like I'm not. Even though I'm prepared for it, I'm just still not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah. And then
it's terrible.
And the movie's going to end without saying. It's not going to say Indiana Jones will return. It'll be like so and so will return, and Kingdom of the Butt Fuckers or something like that, because that's going to be essentially how we all feel after this is over with. And
I don't mean to harp on it, but I'm rewatching the trailer in the background. This CGI on his face is bad in every shot. They're going to sell you, oh, it looks great. If they don't fix this movie's going to fucking flop because it's like Indiana Jones and his floating head. It doesn't match the body. It doesn't ever match the fucking body. Jesse, look at this shot. I isolated it for a second. I'm not showing it on air, but watch his face. It doesn't match the body.
No, it doesn't. The line is there.
The CGI, we have reached a point where our CGI is in every movie. Every movie has it to make a scene look bigger, make a set look bigger and better. But god damn it, we've reached a point with these Disney movies where they ran out of money and they all look like shit. Like the Guardians trailer had a couple questionable things. This is a joke. His fucking head is not attached to his body. Like in 1999, when George Lucas and company did that shit for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, it was cool because you couldn't really tell. But in 2022, you absolutely can fucking tell.
The one on the horse's head's not even the right size.
I'm going to take a risk real quick, folks. I'm going to show you a nanosecond. I just want you to see the horse head. That's all. Dion, this isn't meant to troll you that much. But check this out. Ready, folks? In 3, 2, 1. That doesn't match. That fucking doesn't match. His face is from another source. This is a fucking Lucasfilm produced by Disney. There's hundreds of millions of dollars behind this. How does this look so shit?
Jeff, Jeff. Also, okay. Do you remember when what was it? The last episode of season 2?
Movie. Holy shit! Like,
yeah. What was it? The last episode of season 2 of Mandalorian? Like Luke Skywalker came out, and then a kid in his basement did better with his $500 computer. They hired that kid. Apparently, they're not using him because this looks like shit.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like the most well put together movie, but it is, like I said. I mean, if Disney's just a corporate machine, and like I said, like it's like going to Disney World, and when you go to the castle fireworks show, and they play all the clips from the movie, it's like it's just hitting the greatest hits. It's different when you're a kid and they play all that, and you haven't seen it before, but that trailer, after just watching it just fucking now, it just looks like a 5 out of 10. They get the the music hits, like they get the music right, and they get the they're all old, and his speech about I don't believe in magic, but and it's just like it looks like a generic adventure movie that's like, hey, you remember this thing that you loved? Like, we kind of brought it back.
Well, even his speech, I don't believe in magic, that doesn't make sense because I mean, look at The Last Crusade.
Well, he that I get. The notion is correct, where he doesn't believe in magic, he doesn't believe in religion, but he's seen things where he's like, hey, even I can't explain it. So that part they got right, and him being old, it's just they hit all the notes. They're not as great as they once were. It's not the fucking floor. It's just outside again. The effects do look bad. Him on the horse just looks fucking terrible. But the chase through the fucking sandy streets of some faraway place, and like you said, the shot with the sunrise and the old man saying, I want to fucking wake up in the morning, man, and feel adventure and shit. And he's like, those days are over. And it's like, this should have been what Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was. It's just 15 years too late is my thing. Like, even like I said, I can't argue that. The effects look like garbage, but it's just not insulting, but it's like, the trailer's okay. It's a good enough trailer. If an AI bot came up with a trailer for a new Indiana Jones movie, it's that.
I feel similarly about the AI bot because these all feel like they're cut and paste from some bullshit computer.
Right.
I'm pretty sure like each of these young de-aged faces come from different Indiana Jones films. Like the one that we keep showing on the train, this looks like it's from Temple of Doom.
I was going to say that. It looks like Temple of Doom.
And the other one where he's in the castle when he's young is clearly from Raiders. It's like they just took the fucking head. They basically took the shot,
Indiana Jones
cut it out.
In the multiverse of the Dial of Destiny, aren't we?
Probably.
There's going to be like 4 Indiana Joneses.
I think that's on the table for sure. I think that's on the table.
Dude,
the dial takes him back to those times, and he sees his young self, or some shit. It's just so, remember that thing that was really good that you watched? We're taking another crack at it. It's like, I'm sure the story's okay. It's just
you disrespected a whammon in this time. It's time to go back and do better.
Oh God, that's what it is. It's like yeah, that's exactly what it is. She gets mad. It's like, what did you disrespect a woman? What was the date? What was the location? We're going back and we're making it right now. That's what it fucking sounds like.
He's got to go back and be nice to Marion.
like I wouldn't be listen. I would not be surprised if that is exactly he dials it back. He goes back in time to I'll tell her that I love her then. Which is whatever. I don't think it'll be as preachy as that, but it'll have its moments for sure. It's like, hey, imagine that thing that you liked, but he has 2022 sensibilities, and it's just like, damn, like, okay, here we go again. We got to have, another revisit of the thing that we loved with the guy that's too old to be in it again, and it's just gonna be, 15 years too fucking late.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
his destiny is the dial of the destiny is his destiny is to use the dial soap bar there to go back in time to better himself and be a better person by our standards of 2022 as opposed to 1938 when he was beating up the Chinese. And then the destiny of the Poob will be to assume the throne and be the new Indianapolis Jones.
I'm looking at a picture from this trailer. It looks like Indiana Jones from The Last Crusade with his damn tie is on a rickshaw. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
It's going to be the Indiana Jones multiverse movie.
Oh, God, it is. It is.
Let's talk about the bullshit bullwhip scene at the end of the trailer, because I love Harrison Ford. So much the fact that we kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Put him in our basement, remade Star Wars. We love that guy. He is our favorite actor here on the channel. But god damn it, man. This one is... It hurts to think how stupid this movie could be. Because, like, you gotta see him to believe how dumb Lucasfilm is these days. Like, everything they do is a fucking joke. They're such an embarrassment. They're like... What is it? They're like the person that did something. Oh, the studio isn't really a person, but imagine they're a person. Back in the day, you were great. You were hot shit, but you haven't put out a hit in 40 years, motherfucker. Who are you? Like, that's what they feel like. And yeah, hits are subjective, but they haven't put out anything.
What have you done for me lately? Half.
Well, I mean, they fucked up Andor, or nobody cared about Andor so much that they put it on everything. Like, put it on.
Yes, it's on regular TV now.
Yeah, Freevee, regular TV, fucking Hulu, and everything. I'm seeing it advertised everywhere. It's like I don't want to watch this. I didn't want to watch
African American Adam's already on Prime or something like that.
Seriously?
I saw it the other day, and it wasn't. I don't think it was the rent it for $5 version either. I think it was like you could click on it and watch African American Adam. I'm pretty sure that was Prime.
You know, that wasn't the worst superhero movie I've seen this year.
You saw the Eternals this year, though, right?
No, I saw Wakanda Forever this year.
Oh yeah, well you're not. Oh, okay. You're allowed to say it's bad. I'm not.
Yo, I can say that shit. I can say that. Why do you think I tear that movie apart? Because I can. Fuck it.
No. Kendo has to stand outside a theater and buy tickets for everybody.
Yeah. Would you like some popcorn with your movie, sir?
I'm sorry. He's like, would you like a ticket? Would you like popcorn in the movie? I'm sorry, I'm white.
Would you like a foot rub?
Oh wait, it's that kind of movie.
I thought I saw Pee Wee Herman. He might be in there already.
Oh God! If he's whacking up to that movie, we have more problems.
He ain't learned his lesson from 33 years ago.
Oh, Miss Yvonne. Most beautiful woman in all of Puppet Land. She's been scarred by Pee-wee's Pee-wee. Okay, I just want to share this last picture before we move away from Indiana Jones. It's a shot from the trailer. He looks so bored and like, I don't know. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Yeah, with the eyes all wide. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Poor
he's
Indy.
being held hostage right there.
He's being held
by
hostage,
feminism.
right. Yeah. It's one of those. I can't believe I'm doing this movie with this person.
That paycheck better be big. Oh God!
There better be enough zeros on that. Now I sound like Vince McMahon. Chocolate titties in this movie.
It's such good shit.
Oh yeah, go see the Dial of Destiny. It's such good shit. Watch us be completely like thrown off. Vince McMahon actually is a producer on this movie, and fucking Harrison Ford shows up with like really long, greasy hair. Like, is he tanned with a tribal tat?
That'd be some shit.
That actually might make the movie entertaining if fucking Harrison Ford was just cosplaying as like Roman Reigns the entire film.
I'd be down with that.
I'd be like, wow, this is actually going to be surprisingly good, probably.
Oh my God. Well, the sad thing is, out of all these trailers we've watched, I'm more excited about Cocaine Bear.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
Cocaine Bear looks good.
We're going to talk about that trailer at the very end because the Transformers trailer is just a blink and you miss it moment.
I can't, dude. I watched that too, and I was like, no. Immediately, I was just like, no. There can't be more of this shit. I'm sorry. I'm done.
All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's give the audience a moment, and what we'll do is we'll talk about Transformers, then we'll talk about the Guardians 3 trailer, and then we'll give you our Cocaine Bear segment. All this news dropped today, folks. We wanted to give you the most up-to-date show possible. Why you catch us live? Because we're entertainment, we're a little bit of news.
Busy news day to make up for the last episode that was a slow news day.
Oh my god. It was a great show, though. We had so much fucking fun. Now, let me pull up this Transformers trailer. Did any of us here watch Beast Wars as a kid?
Fuck yeah.
A little bit, not a lot though. A little bit.
Kendo? Guess not. I didn't watch Beast Wars at all. I would watch some show before Beast Wars, and every time Beast Wars would come on, it was time. Maybe Beast Wars was on after Pokemon, like on a rerun or something. And I'd be like, oh, time to go to school. I don't have time for Beast Wars. And so today we had a new Transformers trailer drop, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. It features Optimus Primal and a lot of G1 design Transformers, and it wasn't that bad. I don't really know what to say. This looks as fine as Bumblebee, and Bumblebee was pretty fine.
Yeah, but I mean, wait, hold on.
It looks so fucking silly. They got the dude from In the Heights and
they have him. They have him in there now too. I noticed that. I was
like the scene where the fucking, because now it's the Porsche, whatever the fuck Transformer he's got. Like it was cool to see, 8 Prime, and he's like, get away. Optimus Prime's like, get away from him, and Beast Prime's like, yo, dog, calm the fuck down. Some shit's about to go the fuck down, and I'm not your enemy, homie. And I'm like, okay, like it's just another AI generated fucking trailer where it's like, hey, cars and Bumblebee's in this. We don't know where John Cena's at. Fucking
where's Shia LaBeouf?
You got questions. We ain't got answers. More fucking aerial shots of bridges and cars driving on it. And now I got this fucking kid has a backpack and he's inside the port. Get out of the go, because he's in the Transformers driving, and sure enough, the fucking pull over. I'm not driving. I'm like, wow, we live in a world where everyone is retarded. They forgot that Transformers are a thing. And the one girl's like, I can't believe this is happening. The Transformer waves at her, and she's like, oh my god. I'm like, how are we saying oh my god? They've been fighting in fucking New York for like 15 years. We're still surprised that they exist, huh? Okay, that's cool. And I'm just like, okay, it's a generic Transformers movie. All right, let's watch my boy from In the Heights make some motherfucking money.
Yeah, so as you guys know, I was never into the Transformers as a kid, not into them as an adult, so I've seen no Transformers movies.
Lucky you. You're fucking lucky.
So the funny thing is, I didn't even know this trailer. I didn't know the trailer came out. I didn't even see that part of the message. All I saw was a picture of the gorilla there, like a screen cap that somebody had posted, and I didn't even see the Optimus Prime behind it. So in my head, I got excited because I'm like, oh shit, they're thinking outside the box. Instead of Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, we're getting King Kong versus Mecha King Kong. This is going to be fucking awesome. So I honestly thought that's what this was going to be about, and it wasn't until I had to go do something just now and came and sat back down that I saw this. I'm like, oh fuck, it's a Transformers movie? Dude. Got hucklebucked on that one. I was all excited because I thought for the last couple hours we were gonna get a King Kong versus Mecha King Kong movie.
We're not that lucky, dude. We're
not
lucky.
Clearly not. Instead, it's Transformers with gorillas.
Pretty much. Yeah, the first one came out in 2007. So
yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
So, which is fine. The first one, it's the first Transformers movie. I watched the second one and I immediately was like, okay, I'm out. I haven't watched the rest of them. I'll probably, Jeff and I probably get drunk when he's up after Christmas and we can buzz through them, because I'm not going to do that sober because it's, a Transformers movie. But yeah, man, I mean, it was, it's kind of cool to see Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime in the trailer. I was like, that's kind of cool, but I don't want to watch generic robots blowing shit up movie number 7.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be fine, but yeah. I'm just not. It's just another AI. Hey, remember that property that's kind of fucking popular right now? Hey, we got another movie coming out with them. You'll watch it,
great. if they just make King Kong versus Mecha King Kong, just do that.
Yeah, I'd watch that. What is it? Transformers: The Last King was released in 2017, and then Bumblebee was 2018.
And then when was the last night?
The last night. Let's see. Last night. Extension June 7th, June 2014. The fifth film titled "The Last Night" was released in 2017. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2017 was that one. Bumblebee, I guess, is a standalone film that happened in 2018. But yeah, so then in next year we're getting the new Transformers 2023, Rise of the Beasts. So it's been a minute, and I don't think was there a big like uproar for more Transformers movies that I just didn't know about?
No, they just Universal is just, hey, it makes a couple $100 million. Let's just fucking make another one.
That's pretty much what they spend on it. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, they'll get a nice chunk out of it, and then it's like, okay, cool, we made a Transformers movie.
Well, I mean, if China picks it up, then they're going to get a little bit more, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So.
Well, it does better in the Chinese market anyway, right? That's pretty much why they made the other ones, because it doesn't make that much in the U.S., but over there they fucking love those movies in China.
Well, I mean, they're cracking down on Western stuff ever since the last couple of years, so we'll see if they even take this one, if that's part of their if they'll allow it or not. So we'll see.
Well, they got a Latin brother in this one, so I mean, how do Chinese people? Because they hate my black ass. So
it's only because you're taller. It's okay.
That's just another. I think that's one reason. Other two, where this movie is going to be like Jeff said, it's going to be fine, is because they're like, hey, we can't have a black guy, so let's go get the. I think that dude. I always forget his name, Luis something. He's Cuban. He's close enough to white. Chinese people will like him. Hey, okay, check that box. Let's fucking go. Can we get Mark Wahlberg? No, he's doing some bullshit. Let's get that dude in it, and they'll drive a Porsche.
Mark Wahlberg's still flipping burgers at his restaurant. He's trying to make that still a thing, So.
Yeah, he's paying his burger. Get your ass back in the kitchen to make some fucking burgers. I can't do Transformers because you were fucking around all summer.
Why didn't you tell me how good these cheeseburgers were? Get some good ass cheeseburgers, Dion.
Why the fuck you ain't tell me how good these cheeseburgers were?
Eat your damn burger, Dave. Now, guys, let's move on to the final trailer for the discussion, because I think a lot of the big news that dropped is Disney trying to get people to stop paying attention to, like, hey, we're in trouble. Here's Indiana Jones. Here's Guardians of the Galaxy in the same fucking day. And now, I'm going to make a video on this, but I find it very interesting that Guardians of the Galaxy dropped their trailer. Indiana Jones dropped his trailer. In the first 3 hours, Indiana Jones had about 700, 800,000 views. In the first 2 hours, Guardians had 1.8 million. I think and no one's really talking about Indiana Jones 5. I think they're going to set themselves up for a very disappointing film. I know we're going back a quick second.
I mean, I think people are going to go watch Guardians more. But I'm not going to watch Guardians at all, to be honest. I don't care anymore. But I think in general people are going to go watch Guardians more than they will Indiana Jones 5.
Of course. I love Indiana Jones as a character, but god damn, they're so late to this shit. Like Harrison Ford, do kids even know who he is anymore?
No.
Yeah,
no.
I mean they know because the meme is that he's old. That's the only reason he's.
It's not a meme when it's true.
Well, I mean, still, it's a factual meme. What do you want from me? But that's just it. It's like it's funny that he's old and he's crotchety. Like then they go, oh, the ones that get into Star Wars are like, oh, that's that fucking guy. Damn, he seems a lot less likely to yell at me about my Mexican friend or something. Okay, cool. They're like, cool. He's Han Solo, but yeah, it's just 15 years too fucking late. I mean, if you were gonna do something with Indiana Jones, re-release, the good ones, put that shit back in theaters. Coming out with a new movie where it's just gonna be okay is fucking disappointing, man.
Dude, I'd rather go support seeing Temple of Doom, the original trilogy in theaters of Indiana Jones, than any more adventures. I mean, it ends with him riding off into the sunset. There was nothing else to say about the character.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Just re-release those. Have some special editions. Fucking doing more stuff just because you're too terrified to do other shit. Not that I blame them, because apparently Strange New Worlds is slated to lose like $100 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they're blaming that on people being homophobic. I'm just like, there's no way there's that many homophobic people in the world.
Surprisingly,
not gonna
I
go
didn't
see
see
it.
a lot of that. They were just, you know, for whatever reason, they were convinced that it was gonna fucking be. What else came out the other week? Over Thanksgiving.
Black Panther. Oh wait, no, that wasn't this week.
Fuck, I can't remember what it was, but they just thought it was going to take the weekend. And, you know, I saw a couple of the whole homophobic thing, but I was like, okay, luckily it's not getting pushed too hard by, you know, the bigger names. Of course, your little ass publications are saying that, but, you know, it's Disney's just in a fucking corner right now, and Indiana Jones is not going to get you out of it. I understand the tactical plans behind it. You know, hey, we're kind of slow. Let's just get our properties that people recognize, and hopefully they'll bring their kids to come see it, and we'll make, you know, a couple $100 million on these movies. You know, that'll be a stopgap for now. So I understand the idea behind it, but it just has a better chance of being successful when it's actually good. And I can't imagine that re-releasing Indiana Jones isn't going to do better than Indiana Jones 5. I just don't see that being the fucking case, man. I really don't.
I agree.
I honestly believe
agree.
they would have made more money.
Yeah, if they had released, like, you know, if they'd released them one at a time kind of thing, like, you know, one month to get the first one, next month to get the second one, third month to get the third one, you can go watch it in theaters. People would love that shit, dude. They'd love that.
Yeah,
but no.
So if we don't support this one, are we like ageist? Because we can't be homophobic.
Yes.
He's an old white dude. They're not going to say that. They're just going to be like, it's still post-COVID, so, you know, they're not going to dare suggest that you're anti-Harrison Ford or anything. They're going to be like,
no, they're going to.
You're still being a
you.
pussy for not coming out after COVID. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you're a misogynist because you don't want to go see fucking Phoebe Walrus bitch in a movie.
That's what it is. Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be that. I think Disney's going to start dialing it back just a little bit. They're not going to go. You know, they went so hard on She-Hulk because it was on Disney Plus. They want this shit to go do well in theaters. So I think they're going to dial that shit back considerably. You know, even though, you know, I'm sure she's probably going to say something. You know, they're going to.
Oh,
she's
100%. She's going to say something.
Yeah, she's going to pull.
Shit on the internet happens regularly, or at least it used to.
She's gonna pull a Brie Larson, you know, and then Twitter's gonna be like, "Oh well, you guys are just mad at her because she spoke her mind." It's like, no, she's kind of being an asshole. That's why people don't like Brie Larson. You know, they're not gonna, you know, she's gonna do it, which is whatever. You know, they'll never look at her for doing it. I truly hope that she doesn't. You know, that's gonna happen for sure. She's not gonna be able to help herself, but you know, the movie's just not going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not going to be fucking interesting.
Well, that's the problem is, like, nowadays every movie that fails has to have an built-in excuse instead of the person that stars in this movie or the person that produced this movie or whoever is responsible for this movie was being a complete dickhole to people, and it kind of turned off the audience. That's never the reason, even though that's always the reason.
Oh yeah, and then Monday when they don't have the numbers they want or it did below predictions or whatever, then they blame the audience. It's like, you're the ones who didn't come out and watch this. It's like, well, you didn't convince us, you know, well enough to with the trailer you made and the bullshit you added to come and watch it anyway. So
last time I checked, the person starring in this movie called me an asshole and told me not to come fucking see his movie, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's how it works.
The thing is, there are enough names where everyone can be like, "Oh, who said that shit?" Because it's just so chic. Which is why it's hilarious that it's Elizabeth Banks doing fucking Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, I saw that too. She produced and is directing them. Just like, okay, you have two hats, no more.
Yep.
Because when you had
that mortgage call came in, they're like, "Hey, you got our fucking money." And she was like, "You know what? That's a good point. Let me go make a movie." And I'm sure the studio was like, "Hey, if you can do us a great favor and shut the fuck up, we'll let you do our movie." And she was like, "Deal. I'm gonna make a movie about a fucking bear that gets high on cocaine and fucking eats people.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna not say a fucking word." And everyone's like,
because
"Perfect, thank you."
The fact that they have her as director and producer tells me that like they wanted to really fuck with her and make her do Cocaine Bear, as them being spiteful towards her and making fucking Charlie's Angels so shitty, and her talking out and doing all that bullshit. It's like you're gonna make Cocaine Bear and your name's gonna be on it.
Yeah. Miss Banks,
And
you're
here's the
allowed to
funny
make
thing,
this movie under one condition. You can't be an asshole to people on the internet and tell them not to see the movie.
And here's my prediction for a Cocaine Bear: it's gonna make more money opening weekend than Charlie's Angels did.
Well, since you guys keep talking about Cocaine Bear, let's ditch Guardians of the Galaxy for a minute. Let's talk about Cocaine Bear since it's all on our fucking minds. We're fucking wired for Cocaine Bear. Now, folks, Cocaine Bear is a movie that people thought was fake. They thought we made it up. Nah, we're the creators of Stealing Solo, Meth Gator, Coke NATO, Woke Busters, and more. Don't worry. We will get Cocaine Bears. I guess ours too. But no, in all honesty, folks, the Cocaine Bear trailer dropped. I thought the trailer was great. I will avoid going into super details because I want to hear what everyone has to think. But in a moment, folks, if you don't know the story of Cocaine Bear, you will by the end of tonight's show. We have a nice piece of history to share with you about the story that is Cocaine Bear. Now, guys, we'll start with you, Dion, since you're probably Elizabeth Banks' biggest fan on this channel. What did you think of the Cocaine Bear trailer?
It was exciting. If you ever had a living, breathing example of how sometimes just making a movie for the sake of making a good movie can even get those with the biggest opinions to shut the fuck up, it's Cocaine Bear. Like, it gave me, I got a lot of like hardcore Henry vibes where it's like, hey, here's this wild fucking concept that's kind of fucking funny that is based on something that happened in real life. Let's make a fucking movie out of it. And it seems like that. You know, you got the kid, the cursing, the cute cursing little white boy, and you've got the fucking wise, you know, black colored sheriff, you know, and you've got, you know, they're going to be the gaffes of here's the silly couple, the white people couple that are doing something silly and they end up getting killed type shit. And it looks like a fun movie. And I just can't stop laughing about the fact that it's fucking Elizabeth Banks coming back a little humbled. She's got some crumbs of humble pie in her hair, and she's like, let me just try to make a fun movie. And I'm all here for it. I definitely am going to see Cocaine Bear.
Dion, you noticed who's in that movie too, didn't you?
No.
Shit.
Yes, he's in there.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the fucking sheriff or whatever.
Yeah. When you mentioned the sheriff, I'm like, shit.
Yeah,
I forgot that.
Isaiah Whitlock.
And he literally goes, "No, you're fucked up."
Dude, Ray Liotta's in that. So's Kerry Russell, O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Ice Cube. Apparently, Ice Cube's in the cast as well. Solo himself is going to be in this.
Alden Ehrenreich?
Alden Ehrenreich, yeah, he's in there too.
Yeah, and folks who's asking about who we're talking about, that would be State Senator Clay Davis from The Wire. He's above everything. Even Stringer Bell wanted to put a hit out on him and got told no.
Dude, I might have to do it when we get Hillary to watch it. We might have to fucking do a live stream of it, like as we watch.
Okay.
Kendo and I watch it with her because that. Goddamn, I love that fucking show.
One of the greatest fucking television shows of all time.
Well, also, to add to the Cocaine Bear, also remember this weekend coming out is Violent Night with David Harbour.
Yeah, that's right.
That's coming out this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Go support that. I'm going to go out of my way to go watch it. I really want to go see it. It's going to happen. I'm going to try to watch it twice. I'm going to try to watch it twice, and I'm going to try to put up a review on Patreon for it this week as well. So look out for that.
And that's a great fucking point, Nick, because talk about two movies that are going to be coming out, Cocaine Bear and fucking Violent Night, include two people who were very motherfucking vocal a couple years ago who are now making two movies for the sake of making fun movies. I think that shit is coincidentally hilarious. Fucking even David Harbour had to be like, listen, you know, I got a little out of pocket. I was talking a little bit of shit. You know, I was riding high on Stranger Things, baby. You know, I know I said some shit I regret. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I made Hellboy. I love you. Can I come back home? And audiences are like, you know what? Let's see. We gonna go on a date in theater. We're gonna watch Violent Night. You got a cute little black girl in it. You're violent Santa Claus. You still look like you kind of buff, bro. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. And then on top of that, the trailer drops for fucking Miss Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks also was top of the world. She was MVP. People thought she was funny. She drank a beer with a cigarette butt in it that Superman gave to her when he was there with his boyfriend who started a small film titled "Shut Your Mouth Before I Fuck It." And she got really out of pocket. She was on top of the world. She was like, "Hey, I'm Elizabeth Banks. I'm kind of cute. I'm kind of articulate and shit. I'm gonna redo Charlie's Angels and tell you not to see it because you're a bitch." And then nobody came, and I was like, "Oh, that was kind of me being a bitch." And so I'm gonna come back, baby. I said some things I didn't mean. This is me, Elizabeth Banks. You know what I mean? I had the grandma panties on. You remember me? I'm gonna make this movie. It's gonna be pretty funny. It's about a bear that got high on cocaine and it eats a lot of white people. And everyone's like, you know what? Okay.
I also love how the fucking the bear apparently like cocaine drops to the sky in fucking Knoxville, Tennessee. This is the first thing I hear. I'm just like, oh fuck, this is where this was happening. Okay, I kind of believe this then.
I audibly laughed when he sniffs a line off the dude. I guess some dude gets covered in cocaine and he eats he rips his leg off and then snorts a line of coke off the guy's severed leg. I was like, okay, that's funny. Damn it, Elizabeth, I'm gonna go see this fucking movie. You better not be fucking with me on this, because if you pull that shit you pull with Charlie's Angels, we're broken up for real.
You're going on Dion's list.
Going on Dion's list. Like,
which list?
You don't want to be on the list. Zack Snyder's
bad.
on the list. He pays for that shit every day.
It's a list in the middle of it where he hates you and he loves you. It's I'm an angry fuck you list. That's what it is.
Exactly. Like don't get it twisted. I'm a big lovable black dude who likes movies and shit. I got a show with my best friend. We talk shit online, but don't think that I'm gonna keep watching your shit if you keep fucking up. Zack Snyder fucked up. Me and him, we was going strong. We were together. We had a very fruitful relationship. He told me stuff. I told him stuff. It was great. And then he fucking made some really bad career choices. And then he fucking had Superman kill somebody. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You suck. You're done. You're fucking done. I see you in my city. You're done. And you almost got there, Elizabeth and David Harbour. But this is your last chance. We can't get back together after this.
Now, let's learn a little bit of history, shall we? Let's let the audience know what the real story of Cocaine Bear is. Okay. I didn't realize you were drunk. Shit, I should have
Coked history. Coked up history.
Coked history. Now, let's share the screen. We got a little bit of footage. And here we go. You guys ready? So I'm going to read you the story of Cocaine Bear.
Get her on the fire, kids.
The story of Cocaine Bear. The story of Cocaine Bear starts with a body in a driveway. Andrew Carter Thornton III had been a paratrooper, a police officer, and a lawyer before turning to drug smuggling, moving loads of cocaine into the U.S. from Colombia in his Cessna 404. That ended on September 11th, 1985, when police discovered Thornton's dead body in a driveway in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was heavily armed, wearing a bulletproof vest, and carrying thousands of dollars in cash and about 77 pounds of cocaine, later valued around $14 million, in a duffel bag strapped around his waist. He had apparently died when his parachute failed to open after he jumped from his plane, which authorities later discovered about 60 miles away and identified using a key found on Thornton's body. Thornton had directed the aircraft towards the Atlantic Ocean and set it on autopilot before making his ill-fated jump. But Thornton, as it turned out, wasn't the only casualty of his final smuggling run. In November 1985, a hunter discovered a dead 175-pound black bear in Chattahoochee National Forest. Nearby was a duffel bag that originally contained roughly 75 pounds of cocaine. The unfortunate animal had apparently gotten into the blow and overdosed. As the authorities later described, the sordid scene lay directly in the Cessna's flight path.
See, the real tragedy is that park rangers still to this day do not carry Narcan. And this could have been avoided. That bear could still be with us today, maybe.
Now,
opioid epidemic going on has all types of victims, Kendo.
Right. Bear.
We should bring awareness.
Blame Reagan, okay? Blame Reagan for that shit.
Oh, he's
No,
dead.
the bear couldn't say no, Nancy. Bitch.
So, there's a little more. The hunter who found the movie's title character did not inform authorities of the discovery. In fact, 3 weeks passed before a game and fish agent learned of the bear and informed the GBI. When authorities finally discovered the bear's body on December 20th, all 40 bags of cocaine were opened and empty. The chief medical examiner at the Georgia State Crime Lab told the Kentucky Fun Mall, which currently exhibits the Bruin, that the bear's stomach was literally packed to the brim with cocaine, though he estimated the bear only absorbed 3 to 4 grams of the substance into its bloodstream at the time of its death. Some law enforcement officers questioned whether the bear had later been dubbed Pablo Escobar or only simply Cocaine Bear had really destroyed or consumed 75 pounds of cocaine, or if some enterprising local had taken it. Yeah.
That bear must have been really hungry to sit there and just eat the shit out of a bunch of cocaine. Because I can't think that like a natural response by a bear or any animal it would be is to, this stuff seems different than what I normally eat. Let me try to eat that. Oh, this is really good. Let me keep eating this stuff.
Well, the bear died, and it didn't go on a killing rampage. But I gotta say, Cocaine Bear looks like the best fictionalized version of the truth ever.
Yes, it does.
The fact that it's going to be an actual theatrical release and not just like a sci-fi Saturday night movie makes me so goddamn happy. That some studio had the balls. Like, Cocaine Bear's coming out in every fucking theater in the goddamn U.S. right now. We'll make sure everybody sees it whenever it comes out. We're not gonna put it on like fucking Prime or VOD or whatever. Like it's coming into the goddamn theater. I'm just like, good for you. Good for you for having those balls. People need to see Cocaine Bear.
We have the balls. We're gonna go get the chick that was talking all that shit in 2018, and we're gonna have her make this fucking movie.
Yeah.
We back, baby. Cocaine is on the menu in the office again. Happy Friday. Do a line with me, Cindy.
Yeah. Between that and the Violent Night movie, I wouldn't say that. Maybe the worm has turned and that we're steering away from that type of stuff.
No.
But
I would.
Maybe, hopefully studios have realized that selling shit that people don't want and then shit talking them about it isn't exactly because, name another business enterprise where that is an acceptable business model. I'll wait. Other than that Kinko's from the Dave Chappelle show. Because... when I worked in retail, I couldn't have said, yeah, all those tools over there are broken. By the way, you're a piece of shit, and we don't want you shopping our store anyway. I wouldn't have had a job for very much longer. But apparently in Hollywood, you're allowed to do that and can still get work. So hopefully, they say, you know what? Top Gun has taught us something. If there's anything we can learn from Tom Cruise today besides Thetans, it's that not shit-talking your audience and making movies they like and they want to see is probably the winning formula. And thieves.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
Well,
jeez.
So Cocaine Bear is a winner of a trailer, a winner of a concept, and a winner of a story. But apparently we have one more trailer to talk about. Let's get this one covered, and then we'll move on to some more of the topics tonight, folks, and then we'll get right back to the super chats and everything. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, guys, that dropped a few hours ago, and it's really, there's not much to say about this trailer. It was more of a teaser than it was a trailer. We see the Guardians in these uniforms, they match. Anything of note to say about this one? I don't really have much to say.
No, all of them, even though I watched Indiana Jones while I was on the fucking show, but all of them of those three, they're all just generic. The difference being I'm a little bit more excited to watch Guardians of the Galaxy than I am the other two. Absolutely. I mean, even though, well, no, I mean, Cocaine Bear was better than average. You know, it was cocaine fueled, which is why I like that one. But you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's old dependable. Of all the shitty things that Marvel's doing right now, you know, there seem to be some type of stakes. Rocket Raccoon being serious. You know, the track record of the other two. It just looks interesting, even though the trailer is again kind of run of the mill. You know, you've got your, adapted rock song as the backdrop for the score, and the generic action scenes to seeing one hero in pain and alluding to blood, to seeing some generic bad guy, with a interesting outfit on. It's very by the numbers. It's another, hey, we're Marvel, we can still make some shit that's interesting type of trailer. It's not overly exciting, but this one was kind of on the same side of Cocaine Bear. Not as adventurous, but at least like, hey, we know the formula. We were fucking around with She-Hulk, but here we go. You like Guardians of the Galaxy. We like Guardians of the Galaxy. That fucking holiday special came out. This is a franchise we're taking serious. Here you go. And it's like, okay, I'll at least check this shit
out. Kendo, Nick, anything else you'd like to add?
No,
I'm
really.
I'm
No.
not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm done.
I will.
Yeah.
So Nick and I have both been tapped out since Endgame. We were like, we're done. We got everything we need from this stuff. We don't need anything else from the MCU, and we haven't. But I do really like the Guardians movies. Those are two of my favorites from the MCU. So I will probably, I might go watch it when it first comes out. I don't know, but I definitely am going to be seeing it at some point, because I'm not saying that I'm now suddenly back in Phase 5. That's my big return, but I'll be definitely going to pick and choose what I go see from here on in. And that is, that's one of the things I definitely would. I'll go see Guardians 3.
The other two have been very entertaining. Guardians of the Galaxy, they haven't even had... I haven't seen the holiday special, so I can't speak on that. But they've had a good appearance in everything they've been in. I enjoy their parts in Infinity War a lot. They're one of my favorite parts of that film. The Thor, Star-Lord stuff's great. So it's hard for me to want to go, oh, I'm so nervous, or MCU this, or blah, blah, blah that. It's like, look, the last two were good to really good. So this might be a welcomed break, or it could be a very disappointing film, because the MCU across the board just kind of sucks these days. I've seen all of the movies in theaters, regret paying for a couple of them, but overall, they're just not what they used to be. And I'm hungrier for comic book films more now more than ever. 10 years ago, yeah, I saw all the movies, but now I would want to see some movies and some TV shows and some extra movies, stuff like that. Like, you really can't burn me out of the genre, but you can burn me out on subpar entertainment. And that's where I'm kind of living with Marvel right now, especially after the snooze fest that was Wakanda Forever. What was that movie? What was the point? Who knows?
For Shuri to be the what are those Panther?
Well, if it put butts in seats, good for them.
And they wanted to start up Riri's career as well and get her going.
And they thought they were actually going to win an Oscar.
Are you sure they're not?
Not for Best Picture, and not for the What Are Those Panthers girl.
Jay-Z is such a bitch. This motherfucker's at a fucking Patriots game.
Listen. Till's probably going to win an award, and so is Woman King or whatever. Those movies are probably going to win awards.
Wakanda what's the difference? What's the difference between Woman King and Wakanda Forever?
The Women King people used to have slaves, and the Wakanda Forevers didn't.
Well, one's real, one isn't.
There's that too.
Shit. Okay. Both mean nothing to me.
I mean, fuck. I mean, it's shit. Like I said, I'm only half joking when I say like it's chic. Right now it's chic. The biggest difference for me is I actually want to see Woman King. Don't get me wrong, I didn't go pay for it yet, but but like,
don't.
I'm at least interested to see it. It's just funny watching that part of the spectrum get capitalized on, and we're gonna see. I mean, right now we're laughing about it, and more often than not, we're right. But the hype that's with Wakanda Forever, it is definitely a Count Dooku episode 3 moment where it's like, oh, twice the pride, double the fall. Okay, and we're seeing that with Wakanda with Forever. The fact that it's just a movie that doesn't know what it wants to be, and it knows that it wants to be an Oscar movie when it just doesn't have the chops for it, is funny. And yeah, man, it's gonna be. I am actually, listen, we were kind of excited for this season, and a motherfucker got slapped in the face on national television. I can only imagine what's gonna fucking happen when Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is charging towards the Oscars and it doesn't score a touchdown on the 2-minute drive. I can't fucking wait to see that.
That will be pretty funny.
No, I'm telling you, the Emmett Till movie is going to win probably going to get nominated and probably win an award. Woman King will probably
movie.
Yeah, Woman King will probably get nominated and win an award as well. Those two will. Wakanda will. I'm telling you, Wakanda Forever will not even get mentioned. Not even mentioned.
What if they do the same thing they've done the last few years, which is we are so diverse. Let's show everybody how diverse we are, and then they give all the awards to white people again.
Oh, the Natalie Portman effect.
Yeah, where they talk a big game, but at the end of the day, they're like, no, we're not.
So they're just being so Hollywood just being Hollywood. Then is that what you're saying?
That would be funny, but it would listen. That still is going to go down as one of the funniest things in history. Is Hollywood being so far up its own ass that hey, all the white people still won Oscars.
Yeah.
But the year that another black dude won Best Actor, it was the same night that he slapped a motherfucker in the face, and he was the blackest man in America. And that's just funny. Like, you can't tell me that's not funny.
Yeah, because wasn't it like
Will Smith won a fucking Oscar the same night he slapped somebody talking shit about his wife? The universe has a sense of humor, people, and fucking Marvel banking on Wakanda Forever and trying to weaponize Twitter to get it an Oscar is equally as funny, because when it's not even nominated, like, hey, we tried this with Eternals and it didn't work, let's just try it again, is the hubris in that is not missed on the fan base. And God, it's going to be so funny. It's going to be so funny. I guarantee Scorsese's going to talk more shit. He's going to be like, listen, I love black people. My man Robert De Niro has a black wife, but that movie wasn't that fucking good. Everyone's going to be like, oh, fuck. What the fuck, man? And then I'm going to sit on my show on the internet and laugh my black ass off.
Yeah, because wasn't it like 2 years ago they had it was the first one after the pandemic, and they were celebrating it, and they had who was it? God damn it, she hosting the awards. I cannot remember who
Bill
it was.
Burr?
What? No, they're not gonna have Bill Burr hosting the Academy Award. Regina King. She was and they were having it at the train station that they threw all the homeless people out of.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep. And it was, Judas and the Black Messiah, and it was going to be the Chadwick Boseman Oscars, and they're going to do that, and everybody, it was like all white people, and like Daniel Kaluuya got like a token Oscar award. They're like, we got to give it to him.
And don't forget,
we got to give it to
was
one
the
of them.
same time where they're like, hey, we love our first responders, and it's the biggest night in Hollywood, but they're all wearing their fucking work clothes, and we're wearing $1,000 tuxes and dresses.
Yep.
Yeah, and all the first responders had to wear their masks, and the celebrities didn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
when we're on camera, bitch, these come off.
And they somehow still don't realize that we're on to them. That's the best part. It's like, no, we know what you're doing. We see it. We're not stupid.
Loving eyes never see, especially when you're in love with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, is there anything else to say about the Guardians trailer? I don't think so, because it wasn't that interesting.
I'm gonna go
really
see
not.
it. That's pretty much the only thing I got left. I'll go see it. It convinced me enough to go check it out. I'm okay with this version of mediocre movie.
Yeah, at least we know the people in it are entertaining. Chris Pratt.
It's a higher chance that Guardians 3 does what 1 and 2 did.
I'll give
where
you.
it's like, expectations are low. You go see it; it's really fucking good, and you're happy with your purchase. It's a much higher chance of that happening, even though Marvel's been fucking up, than it is with fucking Indiana Jones 5. I'll tell you that.
Sorry, I don't mean to end this segment on this weird thing, but somebody tagged us on a post that says Cocaine Bear will be the second time Alden Ehrenreich will star with a wild animal on drugs, and it's a picture of him next to Chewbacca.
Hey, you do what you gotta do.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're by yourself. You're Han Solo.
Fuck that movie.
I will. It is one of my treasured memories that we all went and saw Solo. You and I talked right after we saw it, and we were both like, "That was fucking stupid."
Yeah,
like a basis of our friendship. Han Solo. Oh, he got the name because he signed up. He was by himself.
That's the most logical thing ever in history.
That's the most Lucasfilm thing ever. Disney.
Folks,
Lucasfilm.
Wait. Now you're going to learn more about Indiana Jones. Like, where did the Jones name come from? Well, he's of the Dutch or some bullshit like that. It's like, we know where the dog... We know the...
His last name was Jones.
Wait, are you telling me Indiana Jones is descendant of slaves?
No, it's kind of like Songs of the South, but it was a little bit less racist. They just had a black dude that, Indiana Jones' father knew. This is my best friend. This is Arthur Jones.
Arthur Jones? Oh, shit.
And so we all became Jones. You know what I'm saying? I'm Dr. Jones. You Dr. Jones. You can fucking go to 10 in Greek or some shit. And in a couple of years, you saw that motherfucker with the hat on at the zoo, and we just kept the name Jones.
Yeah, that's how we do around these parts. We're from Utah.
It wasn't the zoo. It wasn't the zoo. It was the circus. It was the circus.
Circus, yeah. My bad. Zoo, circus. I'd be fucking looking for the goddamn. The fucking
give him a break.
Cradle
He's from
of Life
Buffalo.
shit. My son's out doing bullshit on trains, hitting himself in the face with a whip and shit. I just kind of let him do his thing. His mother died. I don't pressure him too much. The academic thing's what we have in common. In a couple years, he'll get all in a huff, and we'll be on a fucking Zeppelin and shit. We'll set the record straight and shit. It'll be fine. But my kid Indiana's kind of fucking weird. But whatever. Like, come on. Listen to my accent. I'm fucking the first Dr. Jones with a black best friend named Arthur. Get over it.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. So, Nick, pick a number between 1 and 69, and we'll check in with the audience.
13.
Number 13. Where are you at? Oh, yeah, right here.
Shit, yeah, we got to get paid.
And on that note, we cue the music.
Matt. 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 Meow.
Jason. Like we didn't know how fucking weird you were.
Pilot Inspector. It's his child's name. All due respect to the Lee family, but come on, man. You're never going to get a keychain at Disney World.
You're never going to get a keychain.
That's going to mess with a kid. It's like if you go to Disneyland or Disney World and you can't find your name on a keychain, God. Your parents don't love you because they gave you a fucked up name. Yep. They got everybody's name on that wall.
Every Indian kid who grew up had the same fucking problem, Jeff. Calm down.
Motherfucker, my name is Dion. You know how many fucking Dion keychains I found in my life? Fucking
so many.
0.
What? I've seen a lot of them.
I've seen a lot of them, man.
Yeah. Goddamn Dion.
Or they're spelled.
I'm gonna show you one right now.
You know what? That's folks. If you're listening, anytime you go anywhere and there's Dion keychains, or those little fake license plates, like magnets and everything, send them to the PO box right there. And
fans
that are
in the damn
exactly like his, still buy them just to fuck with.
Right.
In case you're listening to this as opposed to watching it, the PO box is WCBs show, 320 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 163, Sherman Oaks, California, 91423.
Yeah. Buy every Dion keychain you can and make sure. We want him to have one Dion keychain license plate thing from all 50 states and DC.
That's right.
Here we go. Here's some Dion keychains right there, spelled the right way as well.
Oh, that's French. That's classy.
That is classy.
I don't know what
Ah.
Céline means, but I'm sure it's something cool in French.
She sung the song on one of the most famous movies of all time. Remember that boat that sank or whatever on its maiden voyage?
the broke dick
that
recorder
one.
version.
She
of
sang
that
for
song.
that shit.
Oh God.
I love that version of that song. Or
I did
anytime
too.
like you'd watch those sports videos and bad shit was about to happen and it would start playing the fucking My Heart Will Go On. Those were always classic too, because
Yes.
especially if you knew the sporting event, you're like, I know what's coming. People's hearts are about to be destroyed.
Yep.
Oh my God.
So, checking in with the audience, we were here on DDO. Thank you very much. It says, spoiler for Indy 5. Shia the Beef is a Nazi and blows up New York. Indy tries to redeem him and gets stabbed, falls off a cliff, and then is a ghost.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Shia the Beef. I love it. That's his new name on the channel. Shia the Beef.
Shia the Beef. What is it? Is he buff now? Has he been following the Rock's workout plan? What's going on?
He just did it.
He just did it. Do it. I did it. I'm here. I'm buff. Deal with it.
Oh, God. Should we have a Shia the Beef shirt in the future?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, Shia LaBeouf. Thank you. Up next, we have one from... What? Say it.
No, I was just saying his episode of John Bernthal's podcast is awesome. Check it out. Shout out to John Bernthal.
I didn't know John Bernthal had a podcast. What do they talk about?
It's called Real Ones, and it's fucking John Bernthal being real as fuck. Kurt Angle was on an episode a couple months ago. He had Shia LaBeouf, and Shia LaBeouf talks about all his shit that's going on, and he literally just talks to these people. He talked his last one that came out 2 weeks ago. He talked to a former gang member from LA. Like, John Bernthal is the man. Like that. Like, every creed, race, religion on earth is like, yo, John Bernthal is one of us.
Yeah, because he looks like everybody.
Yep.
God bless us, everyone. Oh, wait, sorry. It's too early for Christmas. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. Last week I watched Heartbreak Ridge from 1986 starring Clint Eastwood and Mario Van Peebles in the Marines. One guy is named Fagretti. Clint, remove R.
Okay.
I like it.
That's a good movie.
That's a very good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
What's the island they go to at the end?
Rumble.
Okay. Yeah, Joel showed me that movie years ago. That was a good one. I like Clint Eastwood pictures. He can make them. He can star in them. Whatever. Clint Eastwood's talented as fuck. I hope you live to be 188 so you can make 10 more movies. Cesare Japan, thank you very much. He said, "Oh, sorry, Sejorsian." I'm used to getting my real name mangled in real life, so no hate / Biggie for me. Partial docs. My name was mangled once as Kellogg's.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting way to have your name butchered. Otto Bufford, thank you very much. Coke Tsunami, the wave that killed the world.
Would it be the wave that killed the world, or would it be the wave that helped the world move on, or
I don't know,
help
man.
shit get done, or whatever?
I feel like if there was like a Coke tsunami, a good chunk of the population would have heart attacks and die.
Yeah.
It's probably true.
I don't want to take that risk. It would just be like Endgame. We know how Endgame turned out.
Yeah.
I love you 3000.
It's a different way for everyone to get dusted.
Leave Andre out of
for
this.
sure.
Adam Wofford, thank you very much for that. Adama, thank you very much. Now, we'll read the super chat and we'll do it this way. Please rank the 3 trailers that dropped today. Indiana Jones 5, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So out of those 3 guys, rank those.
Guardians.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Guardians first, then maybe Transformers, then Indiana Jones last. Even then, that's really stretching it for me.
Fuck. Give me Guardians number 1, Indiana Jones 2, and Transformers 3.
Yeah, I'll take that one as well. Guardians, Indy, Transformers. And then last, that Transformers movie was what I thought it was, And then in which case that would be number 1 with a bullet. I mean, fucking King Kong versus Mecha King Kong. Why are they not making this?
Because
rights issues.
Because Waffle Girl's didn't sign on yet. That's why.
I don't want the Waffle Girl in any more fucking monster movies.
I agree.
I don't really want to watch her in any movie. She's fine, but she's just not a draw for me.
Well, she's doing Enola Holmes, part 4 and 5 now, I think.
I think I'm a little old for Enola Holmes.
See, why you gotta bring Enola Holmes into this? That movie's bad enough, and then the sequel got made fun of. Why you gotta say fuck them? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we're not the target audience for that movie franchise.
No, we're clearly not. No, not at all. That's why I've unsubscribed from Netflix long ago.
Actually, I'm glad I still have it.
Documentaries they've been coming out with have been fucking fire.
Yeah, and I finally sat down and started watching Peaky Blinders the other day, and now I'm hooked.
Nice.
I gave up on that show about 3 seasons in. Tell me how long you watch it for.
Well, I just finished the first season, and it was good. I really liked it. I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching season 2, hopefully sometime this weekend. I personally enjoy it just because, like, a lot of the shit that they reference on that show, I know where they're talking about, and I actually know the slang, so that helps.
Oh my God, we get it. You like the UK? Holy shit!
If you like it so much, Kendo, why don't you fucking marry it?
Why don't you fucking go and marry it? Jesus Christ!
You cannot marry a country.
I also like arguing with my dentist, and hey,
they don't go
I
to the dentist there.
We get it.
Fine, fucking hang
You probably
nothing no more.
you
guys, I'm done.
Argue with the man who's drilling in your teeth. I'm just saying, like, you just don't want to do that. Just don't want to do that.
No.
You're the other international part of WCBs. We get it, man. England's cool. You banged the chick over across the pond, man. We get it. It's cool. Fuck. You're Mr. You got a wife that speaks multiple languages. Mine's just a Jew. We get it, dude.
Easy there, Kanye. Easy.
Yeah. I was gonna say, calm down.
We get it, bro. You're cultured, man.
Apparently Thanksgiving is real tough for Dion.
You're fucking educated, dude. You like fucking soccer and shit. Like, fuck. You
This
and
is
the
a very
black
classic
guy that you met on your show became good friends quickly. Okay, get it.
Dion's drunk.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I fucking love you guys too. Okay, I get it. Jesus, come on.
Dionye West.
Dionye West, everyone.
That was pretty good. I'll give you that one. That was actually pretty good.
Also, our friend Adama asks, what did everyone think of Wednesday? I actually liked it.
I fucking hate Wednesday, dude. It's the middle of the week. Like, you ain't got shit
I'm not a
going
fan.
for you. It's like,
oh god,
you struggle through the first 2 days, and you wake up and it's just like, fuck. The weekend feels so goddamn far away.
Now, to answer the question honestly, I haven't watched Wednesday. I enjoy the Addams Family quite a bit, but this reimagining or whatever it is, Wednesday was... Okay, so my least favorite character in the Addams Family is probably Pugsley because he's stupid and doesn't really get any screen time. But I wasn't a Wednesday Addams fan either. I like Gomez, Uncle Fester, Lurch,
yeah,
Thing, Cousin It, Morticia.
Oh yeah.
Then Wednesday, and then Granny, and then maybe Pugsley. Did I miss anybody else?
No.
I think you got them all.
Also, shout out to you, Jeff, for remembering everybody's name.
I love the Addams Family. It was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Yeah, dude, that's a great thing. It's fucking the TV show's good. If you ever go back and look at the old cartoons,
dude,
those are pretty funny.
I remember like you'd think the '90s cartoon I watched. That was my first introduction to the Addams Family was that cartoon. I loved that cartoon. It was so much fun.
The 2 '90s movies were good.
90s movies were solid, man. 100% solid.
The animated one that came out a few years ago was really good. That was actually surprisingly a lot of
fun.
Oh,
the CG one that came out?
Yeah, and
I heard very good things about that. I heard very good things about that. They
made the Addams Family work in contemporary modern times, and it was pretty good. The second one, I haven't. I started watching it the other day. I got about 15 minutes into it, had to stop to do something else, and I haven't gone back to it yet.
I liked the CGI one quite a bit from 2019.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I liked that a lot. And the tie-in at IHOP was awesome too.
It was that fucking
that
pepper omelet or whatever.
So fucking good. Which, of course, they still have it on the menu. You can go. It's not the Gomez's anymore. Now it's just like the Poblano or the Poblano something or another omelet. I got it the last time we went to the IHOP because we had to have crepes, and I just was like, it doesn't hit the same as it was when it was a Gomez sponsored fucking item on the menu.
I get that.
Yeah.
I feel that. The Gomez omelet it hit differently.
Yeah, or whoever made it just sucked because if omelets, you can have the same type of omelet from two different places and they taste markedly different because whoever's making it that day, that's a lot that goes into whether or not your omelet comes out good.
Oh yeah.
They didn't put enough cheese in it. That's the real crime.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Did you hear about the what is it that Wednesday broke some Netflix records?
Really? I did not hear that.
Yeah, apparently, let's see. Wednesday Addams topped the Netflix top 10 TV chart for the week of. I love the fucking hurdles they're taking with this.
Oh, so they're
Wednesday,
like just really narrowing it down, huh?
Yeah. I'll read it and you'll understand it entirely because like this kept popping up and I was like, of course this is the way they word it and make it this headline because it makes them look somewhat good and anybody who's just a normie doesn't understand this. Wednesday Addams tops the Netflix top 10 TV chart for the week of November 21st through 22nd with 341 million hours viewed following its November 23rd premiere. According to Netflix's data, Wednesday is the new record holder for the most hours viewed in a week for an English language TV series on Netflix.
Damn.
Stranger Things season 4 previously held the record for 335 million views. Yeah. That's what, and that was counted May 30th through June 5th. Yeah. So.
Oh, guys, I got some breaking news here. Our podcast right now is the highest, most listened to, downloaded podcast of all time at exactly 8:52 Mountain Time on Thursday, December 1st in the year 2022.
Oh wow!
In this
no
town.
Shit, we did it, guys.
Oh yeah,
we fucking did it,
baby.
Yeah.
All right, Lamborghinis and cocaine for everybody. Woo!
Woo!
Yes.
Woo!
Dion, say goodbye to life in Michigan, man. Everyone, we're moving out here. We're gonna go invest in a couple mansions.
Yeah.
Nick, we're gonna go down to the valley and make some of those pictures you've been dreaming about.
Yay.
Yeah, Italian beaver pictures. We're really gonna change the world of entertainment, boys. I'd like to thank everyone.
In Vegas, baby.
Hey, we're only 4 hours away. I would like to thank everyone who helped us get here. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, everybody watching, could you please hit the thumbs up button? It really helps the algorithm.
Yes.
Make us some more motherfucking money from these clips.
Yeah, folks, it's amazing what happens when you make the goal extremely big, and we want to make that goal as big as possible. So no matter what, we are the most listened to and downloaded podcast in the history of whatever time o'clock it is in this very town. See, Netflix, we can do it too.
Yeah. I love because a friend of mine who knows what we do is always like giving me shit about talking about entertainment, and I'm just like, and he sent me the article for this. I'm just like, of course this is the way it's worded because there's so many hurdles they're jumping over in this fucking headline. It's ridiculous. New record holder for most hours viewed in a week for an English language TV series on Netflix. What the fuck?
So if we like redubbed our podcast in like Punjabi or something, could we then say it gets like 1 million downloads in one day for some reason in that province of India? Then we can like scream like we're the #1 Punjabi like radio show of all time.
Yes, legally we could say that.
That's kind of like that. That's kind of like the time when we talked about Party Boob and we said we were going to sell the CDs for like a penny, just so that way we could sell 1 million of them real easy and to get a fucking platinum record.
Yeah,
we still are.
I mean, that's still $100,000 too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad about that.
No, it's not. It's a decent little return on investment, but again, if you change how the goal is scored, you can definitely, just rack them up there.
Yeah, and that's what Netflix did with the headline because I saw it and I was like, of course, with all the fucking hurdles in that headline, of course it sounds amazing. Jeez.
I just
We're
love
the number
watching
one
these videos
show
where
in
people
America
trip over
this
the
second.
hurdles. Yep.
Right now. Well, it's the same thing whenever they did like video game reviews or whatever. They're like, oh, this video game sold the most in this demographic in this city.
It's the highest selling video game of all time to 11-year-olds named Steve.
Yeah, they did that shit too. But I remember that. God, I remember that happening as well, and I was like, this is such bullshit. Jeez. But no, from what I've heard, it is a fun show. I haven't watched it. I do love that like Jenna Ortega and Zendaya kind of look the same, and that's what they're using as their like template for who they're forcing forward in entertainment right now.
I don't know what a Jenna Ortega is, but I can already tell you I'd rather watch Jenna Ortega than Zendaya. But that's only because I've watched Zendaya and I have not been overly blown away.
I think Jenna Ortega is about the same.
Ain't nothing wrong with being the flavor of the month. You know what I'm saying? It's
So what you're saying is Hollywood is like Baskin Robbins?
Right. Like,
yeah. Well, apparently there are 31 flavors of brown girl. That's what it is.
Easy.
Right.
Hey, that's what it looks like to me. I'm just saying, all right?
Well, there you go, Jeff. That could be our follow-up album to Party Poop, 31 Flavors of Brown Girl.
I was writing that one down.
It's just me and a sitar making songs. That's all it is.
Yeah. Grow yourself like that big, crazy George Harrison fucking mustache he had when he was hanging out over there.
I can do that.
Do it.
Oh God, yeah, because like I'm looking at Jenna Ortega and I'm looking at Zendaya. I'm like, they look similar. I know. I'm. What's going on here?
I don't know, but right now I really want to write the song "While My Sitar Sadly Weeps." Just fucking Nick sitting there on a rug with like a fake cobra snake coming out of the basket. We will steer as hard as we can into every stereotype,
and I will allow that. That's fine. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might check it out. I might not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might get Netflix for a couple of days and watch it and just be done with it.
Just text me and I'll give you my login.
There we go. Well, here's the only remember what Netflix is doing. Starting next year, they're going to start charging people for the if your password or profile gets used somewhere else except for the address you have the billing for.
And that is why I'm going to hurry up and try to get through Peaky Blinders and all those other shows I have on my watch list that I just don't have time for.
Yeah, because they already did the ad tier. They're trying to get into live stuff right now. They want to do a live commentary, comedy stand-up thing with Chris Rock. And so they're going to start cutting. So they're going to start doing the password thing too. So yeah, be prepared for that.
You know what would make more sense for them?
What?
Instead of being like just complete douche nozzles about the whole thing, they could just say, here's Netflix. We charge you $15 a month for unlimited streaming. However, if you want to have more than the 4 profiles that's on your thing, it costs an extra 50 cents. And then people would do that. Like, you would get people pulling their money together like it's Powerball
Kendo, you're
tickets.
making too much sense, man. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Sorry. By the way, there is actually something on Netflix I do also want to watch. You guys remember, I saw this just yesterday for no reason because it was just running automatically in the background. Pepsi had those commercials back in the 90s when they had their Pepsi points.
Yes.
And they had the one about the Harrier Jet, 7 million Pepsi points. And the guy actually tried to cash that in. They have made a documentary about that. And
No way.
Yes, they do. It's on Netflix.
I was going to bring that up earlier in the show that I had just read about that story. I didn't know it was a fucking documentary.
Dude, yes, it's called Pepsi. Where's My Jet?
Listen, I feel like Netflix just likes throwing money at documentaries and acquiring the rights to them because they have nothing better to do.
Well,
they need as many W's as they can get after all that bullshit with what. Netflix they talk a big game too, but they at the very least, they not openly admit is the wrong phrase, but they at least admit, they call a spade when they want to make some motherfucking money. You know, the documentaries that they've been coming out with are fucking awesome.
Stuff is really
And
good.
yep, and the CEO of Netflix today said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep doing Dave Chappelle stand-up specials until the wheels fall off." So, say what you want. Netflix ain't making all the right decisions, especially with shit like Red Notice, but they want to make motherfucking money, and they will at least admit, even when they had that whole fiasco in India where it wasn't taking off as much, they were like, "Listen, we're trying to get in the Indian market. We're trying to get some motherfucking subscriptions in this piece." So
you know what's gonna happen, right? One motherfucker's gonna pay for it. And it's gonna go on the biggest WhatsApp group ever in India.
Yep.
They're all gonna get the fucking password.
Yeah.
Listen, and eventually Netflix is gonna go the way of the UFC, where Dana White has no idea how the internet works, and Netflix is gonna learn that lesson too. But at least Netflix knows when to sometimes take the fucking shotgun barrel out of their mouth.
Right. We definitely on this channel do not defend Netflix at all. We have taken them to task.
Right.
But at least they got haymakered really hard in the mouth recently, and they bled the shit out of their subscribers, and they looked at that red bottom line and were like, maybe we should try something different.
Speaking of which, did you hear what happened with what was it, Glass Onion this last weekend?
No.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it was like it was a huge letdown, wasn't it?
Well, no, they actually made money on it in theaters. It made
really?
It made $15 million in one. I think they only showed it for one day, and it made money.
Well, that's perfect because we can talk about our Rian Johnson segment towards the end of the show. But I'm surprised it made that much money for one day for him.
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, I think Cinemark that owns Regal is no longer owns it, and Regal's going to be out of debt in February, and the investors are owning it. The investors are going to take over. And from what I hear is they're going to try to do a deal with streaming where they show their main movies, in the theater first or alongside streaming as well. That's what I'm hearing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Well, motherfuckers want to make money.
We all do, but
well, I mean, like even Jeff made the video a long time ago where like they, Disney can't sell the toys for Andor or for Mandalorian because general audiences don't know about it because it's on the streaming service. It's not on cable. It's not on the Disney Channel. It's just on Disney Plus, and they can't sell that stuff because it's just rotting on the shelves because barely anybody knows about it. And if you put it in theaters to a general audience, and they're like, "Oh, I kind of want to watch this. Oh, this is like the last one. This is from the same guy who did Knives Out. I want to check it out." They might go watch it. They might spend the money and go check it out.
I'm surprised that it did that well, but people like the last Knives Out. I just hope people don't want. I hope there's no correlation between this and that stupid trilogy he wants to make.
No,
listen. People are smart, and again, I think that goes back to the point that Nick was making earlier. Sometimes people just want the cocaine 80s back, and no matter what Disney says, no matter what Twitter says, people who actually go and see movies know that Rian Johnson had his shot with The Last Jedi and he fucked it up. So I'm not saying you're 100% wrong. I think there are going to be people who are going to try and use that for him to get his trilogy, but anyone that actually wants to make money, anyone that, at Netflix, for example, that is like, hey, we just got punched in the mouth, like Kendo said, he's not going to get the amount of fucking full reign that he got with Star Wars. And people shout at us for saying it, but listen, that dude had his shot and he burned a lot of fucking bridges that Saturn Awards can't fucking rebuild. And that's just not going to translate to a trilogy with Star Wars. It just he is not that good, and the people who pay to see movies know that.
Oh yeah. And once again, with all the shit happening with the economy and movies still being expensive, people are even more wary now to go to the theater and watch something. So it's really going to have to pique their interest, and they're really going to have to decide and what to watch when.
True.
Yeah.
Now, we were reading some super chats still. For our friend TLJ Screwjob says, from watching over Breakfast Club to meeting McLean. Who is Paul Gleason for 500, Alex? Is that
Yeah. He got butt fucked on TV.
Dwayne? Xavier to God, thank you very much. Jeff, Zombie Box Review gives a big red hand with a up finger. So yeah, it's a number one finger, not a middle finger. I wish we had those on YouTube. Xavier to God says, Jeff,
awesome.
in a perfect world, we would have gotten Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3 and more instead of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Yeah, I wish we would have got that. That would have been a perfect world. Give me Spider-Man 4, Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. Bring them on. I want to live in that alternate reality.
Yep.
Shrebbles08 says, I'll take a slap nuts and a horses for Dion Green, please. Well, ask and you shall receive. What do you think we should give him first, guys? The horses or the slap nuts?
Mix it up. Don't let him know which is coming.
All right, they'll get this one.
You found my secret book.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
It's Mr. Flatnut to you.
Almost had me there.
Never gets old.
No, it never does.
What the actual fuck?
I wonder how long they were in makeup to get that stuff put on their face.
Hours.
Not long enough.
I wonder if there's like a story behind that I can look up.
There is.
I'm sure
sort
there
of.
is.
One time I actually looked up like creepy horse girls, and I kind of got the backstory on it a little bit about like
You got a whole other fucking result on the Rule 34, didn't you?
well, good thing Kendo knows not to use his school computer for that.
Sure.
I was just trying to find out some more information about it right now, but I can't. So, I'll continue on. Corruption Point says... Oh, sorry. Where were we at? Zombie Box Review, we did read that one already. Thank you very much. Happy birthday again. Corruption Point says, I don't know. I am liking what Elon is doing. Guys, comments?
I'm just watching with popcorn, man. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Really, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, our numbers have gone up on Twitter. That makes me happy. That's all I can say right now. We'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah. We'll see how this all turns out. Now, up next, we have... where are we at? Sorry, folks. The tabs sometimes jump around because my mouse sucks. Where were we at? There we are. So after that one from... wow, where did this thing scroll to? Sorry. TLJ Screwjob says, Dial of Destiny sounds like a Weird Al parody song. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'd listen to it.
Yeah.
Weird Al.
Well, if it was one of his music videos, I'd definitely watch it, and that music video would be better than that movie. So,
I mean, Dial of Destiny sounds like a title a 12-year-old would come up with if they were writing a Harry Potter fanfic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think would make more money?
Well, I want to say the Harry Potter fanfic, but I don't know if it's going to have big studio backing behind it, which is the real tragedy here.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Up next, we have one from our friend Adam Walford who says, hey, for some reason, YouTube blocked my super chat. YouTube, stop doing that. It's not cool.
Did you say a bad word? Because YouTube doesn't like the bad words.
Poopy trim. There, I said it.
What the fuck?
Sometimes you just got to get your poopy trimmed.
Oh, God.
Kendo knows what that's from. Xavier to God, thank you very much. He says, do you guys think it would have been cool to get Spider-Man, Iron Man, or Superman Telltale serious games? Yeah, I would like a Spider-Man Telltale game because I like the story. I know most people would complain that you didn't get the web sling or do that stuff. So I don't know if it would sell a lot of copies, but I own Telltale Batman, so I'm down. What about you guys? How do you feel about Telltale games?
Telltale Batman was awesome. The first Walking Dead was awesome. I'd fuck with a Spider-Man Telltale or a Superman Telltale. I don't know if the not being able to web swing would be tough, but especially with a lot of the different stories that we've seen in Spider-Man and in Superman, that'd be an interesting thing to do. I mean, just don't do it like the Game of Thrones Telltale game.
How bad was that?
It was really bad. The fucking what was the Red Riding Hood one with the wolf, Bigsby Wolf? Chat, help me out. Wolf Among Us. Thank you. Wolf Among Us. That was awesome. So that would have been interesting, man. Personally, I think Telltale would have been better with a smaller character. Like I love a Daredevil Telltale game or a Lobo Telltale game.
Oh, that'd be good.
Telltale game. But I'd fuck with a Spider-Man or a Superman Telltale game.
I like that too.
Yeah, Superman would be a lot of fun. That'd be interesting. That would be really interesting to see where they would take that.
Superman's such an interesting character, but like a dormant character. I guess an inert character, really. Like I know he popped up in Black Adam, but he hasn't had the same presence in probably since Superman Returns came out.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the people controlling the property and giving the movie rights, and greenlighting these bullshit movies, but doing it wrong. That's a real problem. Is like they don't know how to stretch or at least tell the story properly in order to give him more depth and just not make him fucking Superman. It's like, oh, he's a guy who can fly, who has laser eyes and this, that, and the other. Like that's all they know what to do. They don't know how to tell a proper story and give him fucking depth. They don't know how to do that.
No, they don't. And we all suffer. I mean, I'll avoid that spiel. Now, Xavier to God, thank you. Darian217 says, it's Indy getting shot by stormtroopers in the last scene, hence they shoot and miss. Joe Rogan stormtrooper, please. Of course. What up, Darian217? Now, folks, remember, we're getting closer and closer to that WCBs WrestleMania meetup. We just had Survivor Series War Games. I'll be back on the next WWE live stream, and we're going to make the Royal Rumble one very big and very epic. So join us in January for that one. That'll be the road to WrestleMania. But, folks, this year, WrestleMania is here in LA, and I will be there. Dion will be there. We're going to have some WCBS hangouts, some meetups. It'll be March 30th and 31st for the non-wrestling stuff, and April 1st and 2nd, which are WrestleMania days. We'll go to WrestleMania. We'll hang out afterwards. It'll be a lot of fun. So join us, and if you want to get more updates, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us here on YouTube. Everywhere there's World Class Bullshitters. Go to the link tree. Follow us everywhere. Buy 1,000 shirts each. There you go.
And make sure you're following Jeff every time he goes to the liquor store
or bathroom.
Yeah. Or bathroom. Yeah, that too.
Joke's on you. I don't go to either. I don't know how that's possible, but
I'm going to say I was like, one makes sense. Apparently,
I didn't mean
we're just wearing a diaper all the time. That's what happens.
Yeah, and one usually leads to the other.
Exactly.
The fix agrees. All right, Darian, here's your button, sir.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Why does that fit so well?
That's wonderful.
Up next, we have Goku McDuck, who says, Tata is gone, but the damage is done. Our Federation is corrupt as hell. Tata is a con man sleeper agent. Con Kaka F and Con Meeble need to merge finally.
Okay, so yes, Fuera Tata actually finally happened, as Tata was fired by the Mexico Football Federation yesterday, right after. I don't know if he was fired. His contract ended as soon as they were eliminated, but he's gone. I have no sympathy for Mexico, unfortunately. That's what happens when you're rivals. And his call for CONCACAF and CONMEBOL to merge finally would mean that the North American and Caribbean zone and Central American zone, which is one zone, would merge with the South American zone and become one big zone. That'd be cool. The only problem is we really can't hang with Uruguay, Argentina, Brazil, most of South America.
Well, I'm glad you're here to know these things because I'm not going to learn soccer.
Yeah.
Darian 217, thank you very much. Where's Ladies Man 217 in this film? I don't know. TLJ Screwjob says Kendo not seeing Wakanda Forever makes up for no Black Panther hotel.
I'm not sure I get that because I saw Black Panther. I went and watched it the night it came out.
No. Hotel Rwanda.
Oh. Okay. I'm not. Wait. Was I responsible for what happened in Rwanda? I don't think so. Maybe.
I mean, you love Europe so much. Technically, yeah. Fucking with my people.
Yeah. Yes, my ancestors
wait, hold
were
hold on, Dion. You're from Michigan. Calm down.
The Tootsies, it was bullshit, bro.
You're from Michigan. Calm down.
Jeez, I haven't heard those words in forever. Those names. Hey, since we're talking about Europe, there was an asshole that came out of Europe a while ago and died in the 40s. Have you heard our old pal Kanye West was on a crazy show praising the leader of old Germany?
Really? Yeah. I saw that shit.
Yeah.
He really wants to know what it's like to be homeless, doesn't he?
Yeah, he had his Marge Shot moment, that's for sure.
On the floor.
Jeez.
The dude is in a full-on mental breakdown, or he's decided to go like the Andy Kaufman route and just be a comedian with an audience of himself and see, just do shit to entertain himself, which when Andy Kaufman did it, it was funny. When Kanye does it, it's not as funny because he's going extreme with how he's doing it. So I don't know. It's just something's wrong with Yee. And I'm starting to think that he needs to get help.
Yep.
Starting?
He needs a couple prescription bottles with his name on the
He
side.
needs some lithium is what he needs. That's what he needs.
Shit. Lithium and the motherfucker to talk to on a couch.
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you.
He's that fucking weird kid that we all knew in high school that was just fucking weird.
Yeah. It was like 20 years ago when that one big album came out and his mom died and everybody felt bad for him and he was like new and fresh. And it's like, we'll see where this kid's career goes. The problem is he acted silly as shit back then and kind of crazy. And everybody just took it as, he's new to the scene. He'll calm down after a little while. He didn't.
He's never calmed down.
He never calmed down.
Oh,
he got
God.
a little quieter when he was married to the Kardashian for a little bit, but then would spring up every now and then and say some silly shit. And then they split up and she started going out that weird looking dude from SNL. And he really fucking went off the deep end. And he's going to run for president again.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Oh, we're all overjoyed.
Yeah, he's going to be on the ballot again. Oh man, jeez, it's ridiculous. It really is, man. He needs hey, Dr. Phil, can you go, talk to him, just get him on the couch and see what's up. Do something.
No, just somebody that he trusts and likes just needs to give him a hug, like a really long hug and say, dude, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Pete Davidson, right?
Definitely not Pete Davidson. That would probably cause problems. If anything, he'd just go even more fucking nuts.
That's true. Yeah, he needs something, man. He really does.
He needs a kick in the ass.
I mean,
anyway,
sometimes that's what straightens people out too.
Well, that's why we need a man like Red Foreman, a man of all ages in the world today. Red Foreman You know, there will be bread on every table and a foot in every ass in America. Red Foreman for president. Like,
hey man, I'm for it. I'm for it.
Moving on though with the audience. Thank you very much, folks. Goku McDuck says the Mario movie is woke. What else to expect from the company who placed Minecraft, Steve, and Smash? I will forever stand that was a scam. I have not paid for the DLC, and I don't plan on it, but have you guys watched the Mario trailer? I intended to yesterday, and I just got busy with life.
No, I'm not watching. No, as soon as I heard his voice, I'm just like, I'm not going to watch this. I'm sorry, but I want him to do the stereotypical Italian accent and do the voice. That's what I want. He's not going to do it. He's not my Mario.
Listen, listen. You know, the internet loves throwing the woke thing around way too fucking much. It's not gonna blow your fucking socks off. It's what you'd expect from a fucking Mario movie trailer. You know, he does a little bit of the Italian thing. You can still tell it's fucking Chris Pratt. You know, the trailer was kind of it was kind of funny. You know, and you know it's not super exciting, but it's, you know, it's close enough to Mario where it's like, okay, that's a Mario movie. I might check it out. Like it's not that bad. You know, a lot of people are fucking way overreacting to that trailer. You know, it's not that bad.
What's happened in it that's making people call it woke? Like,
because she's putting on armor or something or whatever the fuck it is.
Wait, Princess Peach is putting on armor, so it's woke?
Because they're gonna go fight. It's weird. It's weird. A lot of people are.
So
a lot of Super Mario fans are proving why they're weird ass Super Mario fans.
Is Super Smash Brothers woke because Princess Peach is a playable character?
I don't know. Maybe they don't like the Sheik thing. I don't know. But it's you know, I won't say it's like it's like a Mario movie. Like it feels like if they took the game and tried to make it into a movie. You know, there's even a fucking Rainbow Road reference to it. You know, they're gonna have the carts and everything, so to speak. So, or not so to speak, but they're gonna have a scene with the fucking carts. So where they're go-kart racing, and it's just silly as fuck. So you know, the internet is really freaking out about it right now.
I see people bitch about Chris Pratt's voice. Like I've said before on this show, folks, it would be funny in the future, like on the home video release, if they give you the regular Chris Pratt voice and then there's the Charles Martinet dub. So it's like this Super Mario movie with Super Mario's voice, just only on home video.
All I would do is keep switching between both of them, back and forth.
Yeah,
it would be hilarious.
Go full what they did with Final Destination 3, Nick. Like it comes out on fucking Blu-ray.
My God, yes.
You can turn on the original voice. You can turn on fucking Chris Pratt. There'll be a lot of goofy ass bullshit on the special features. Like just
oh my God,
it's a silly ass movie. Just do something like that.
That would be glorious if they had the balls to do that, and they're like, oh yeah, we're putting his voice. Yeah, the entire movie's dubbed by this guy too. It's a little switch you can flip all the time.
Yeah, it's like
God.
Yeah, it's like the audio track. You could either have the Chris Pratt audio track and switch it to a different language, and you get wahoo.
I love that.
Eat the spaghetti.
Mario likes lasagna. He's like Heathcliff, or excuse me, like Garfield.
Heathcliff.
Yeah, I couldn't even get through the sentence.
Luigi with the lasagna. Gotta clean out me pipes.
Wait, is this a porno now?
That's what Taco Bell's for.
I mean, if it was Rule 34, I might check it out. I check the the Mario movie out at that point.
No, see, Luigi just makes like, you know, a really spicy Italian lasagna, and it just goes straight through Mario. God damn, you guys are perverts.
Of course we are. We're world class. Goddammit.
I was already gonna watch it. If it had that, I'm definitely fucking watching it.
What, the Mario voice?
Yeah, or the movie if it has that shit in it.
Yeah. You know what they should do? And this would make the movie 100 times better. They put out these trailers, and then the Mario movie is just like real life Mario Tennis. And it's just some like short little fat dude chasing around a guy wearing like a Shy Guy costume for like 2 hours. And then Waluigi just shows up, just fucking hucks a racket and clops him right in the head. I would give that movie 5 stars.
I would be.
I want to see this again. It's just Mario Tennis.
Well, that'll be the sequel. And then they can do... What do you think of the worst Nintendo game to adapt into a film would be? Like Arkanoid or something like that?
Caveman games? Oh, that could actually be kind of fun.
I mean, we've already talked about Custer's Revenge on this show. But that's not Nintendo.
I don't know. There's
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt could actually be I mean, it'd be a terrible movie.
It's an Oscar-winning film.
A 90-minute movie about fucking Duck Hunt? Come on.
It's a story of a father and son, Nick.
Yeah,
it's really the story of family.
With their giggling
How do you not
dog.
see that?
Oh my god.
Dog became Cujo, and that's why he's being an asshole.
Wait.
Yeah, too many people fucking shot at him with the damn light gun, and now he turns into Cujo. He didn't actually.
Wait, that's the Duck Hunt. Wait, that's the Duck Hunt movie. We just fucking wrote it on the show. It's like a weird meta. It's like Cocaine Bear, but with Duck Hunt. So, let's make this.
Write that shit down.
Wait, it kind of sounds like it could be Wreck-It Ralph. Instead of, people living in the video game world, Duck Hunt is the story of a disgruntled video game dog who goes on a hunt for all the players that shot him. So there we go. It's a fucking revenge story of that digital dog. Every time he kills one, it plays the sound effect too.
I'd watch that.
Joseph, how could you say Excite Bike wouldn't make a great video game, dude? That would be, or a great movie, excuse me. That'd be a great movie.
Paperboy, there you go.
That has potential
Paperboy has
too.
Potential.
I did this for my family.
Yeah. Well, see,
and
that
they
could be the
pushed
thing.
me.
Oh my god.
And now one more time, I have to become the Paperboy.
Dude, that so totally could work. Like his family finds out they're gonna get evicted or something like that, and so he goes and he gets the paper route, and the movie is him over the course of the week trying to do his paper route, not smash out windows unless the house is red. Then you fire him fucking paper right through their windows. You get chased by dogs and tornadoes, and the dude's carrying the sheets of glass, and the random break dancers all over the sidewalk. It'd be awesome. I'd watch that shit. And at the end of every day, for some reason, he has to go through that goddamn obstacle course that makes no sense. It's like, why the hell would you do this?
What's real? It's family, 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 family.
Yeah, Vin Diesel can play the dad.
Sign us up. All right. Sorry, I just was so excited by all the F words. I was like, come on, we got to hit the family button. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. Saying Indy in the Dial of Destiny will suck is like saying Woodrow Wilson would have loved Julia Roberts as Harriet Tubman, a.k.a. yes.
Okay.
You guys agree with that?
Sure.
Yes, run with Harriet.
That hashtag moved dozens of tickets, Kendo. Dozens.
I mean, if it gets the eyes on the film, that's the important thing is that people learn the history.
Yeah, it's a historical movement, folks. It's a cultural event. Run with Harriet.
Yeah.
Coming 2019.
It was like a railroad.
Yeah. No matter where it is, above ground, underground, in your heart, it was a railroad. It moved. Yeah. It was a movement. So, thank you very much, TLJ Screwjob. M. Pause says, off topic, but while in the shower, has any of you chaps ever spun your wiener around in a circle while singing the Airwolf theme?
No.
Not today.
Not today is right.
At the same time, the fact that you're listening to us in the shower and able to stop and text, good for you.
Now, I'll say no to the Airwolf theme, but yes to the Knight Rider theme. What the hell? M-Pause, that's the best question of the night. TLJ Screwjob says, when the High Council throwback was on last week, some of us were talking about how weird it was that right after a certain Las Vegas incident, you guys, something in viewership in a certain Friday night show gets 100,000 plus views in a 4-hour live stream. It's all about who you know and who you call on the phone.
Yeah.
Goku McDuck, thank you very much. Who should be Vince McMahon in a biopic?
Wesley Snipes.
Who should be Vince McMahon in a biopic?
Denzel Washington.
I mean,
no, Luis Guzman. Luis Guzman. That's
Luis Guzman. Yeah.
Yeah. See, you joke, but I think Denzel would actually do a really good job with it.
Dude, he would.
You're fired
because
he would.
It's one of those things. He's like, he's a really good actor, and I feel like he could actually do a really good job with that role.
Are you saying that Denzel could transcend color and be Vince McMahon?
I think he could. I really do. I really honestly think that if Denzel Washington was cast as Vince McMahon in the Vince McMahon biopic, nobody would look at the screen and be like, "Why is there a black guy playing Vince McMahon?" It'd just be like, "God damn, Denzel's doing such a good job with this."
The sad thing is, I think you're right.
I know I'm right.
It would be a momentary thing. It's like Denzel, Vince McMahon, and then they'd be like, you know what? I want to watch it. And then watch it and be like, he did amazing. He did a really good job, and nobody would say shit about it.
No, like I said, there's certain actors that it doesn't matter. You could put them in any role, and it would be like, wow, damn, fucking Denzel knocked it out of the park in this movie as Vince McMahon.
Denzel in the Elon Musk lifetime story.
Again, that would work. I honestly think he could do it.
Are we saying that Denzel could pretty much play anybody and everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Who couldn't Denzel Washington play is a better question.
He's really, really talented. I'm just saying, like.
I mean, he's like the actor's actor, so.
Yeah.
He's one of those actors that he can pretty much play any role.
Including Vince McMahon. What would you do if Denzel Washington played Guy Fieri in the biopic?
I would actually like Guy Fieri for the 2 hours that I'm watching that biopic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, God, this guy's such a douche.
Do you not want to go to Flavortown? Because if you talk like that, you'll never get an invite.
I guess, again, I only saw a handful of episodes of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And that was enough for me to be like, every time he would take his sunglasses and he'd flip them up backwards over his ears with sunglasses on the back of his head, I had this incredible urge to just want to punch him where the nose part of those glasses were in the back of his dome. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The dude just rubbed me the wrong way. And he could be one of the coolest, nicest people in the world, but for some reason, I just have this, dislike for Guy Fieri.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait,
I know people that hate to watch the show.
Does Denzel have to have the hair and the mustache in the movie?
It's his.
Oh, God,
People talk about identity these days. The only identity Guy Fieri has is that fucking haircut.
Oh my God! Yeah. Then yes, I would have Denzel in that in a minute.
See, I'd watch that.
And the sad thing is, like, I'm picturing it and I'm laughing, but he would do it with such conviction. You wouldn't see the fucking mustache and the hair. It would just be like, God damn it, Denzel. Really? This is really good, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it
God,
would work.
I just want to live in a world where Denzel Washington plays Rowan Atkinson in his biopic.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like Anthony Hopkins has transcended all that stuff. Like, he could star as like fucking Frederick Douglass, and nobody would bat an eye.
That's true. Yeah, that's another one. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Him, Gary Oldman, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis should play... I was going to say Martin Luther King, but no, it's not a challenge enough for him. Who do you think is a great historical figure that Daniel Day-Lewis should try to play?
Are we wanting to make it like anything, or do we want to make it like how we've been doing it, where we're like race swapping it just because to prove
race swap and gender swap?
Of course, that's the name of the segment, Kendo.
Okay, so who could he play? And it's totally Barack Obama.
Ooh, that'd be a great film.
Daniel Day-Lewis as Barack Obama. The movie could be called Hope and Change.
Wait. Who's playing Michelle Obama? I want to hear this.
Denzel Washington.
God damn it! Yes.
Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie should play Michelle.
She's
Obama.
not that good. Come on.
I don't think she could handle it. I mean, I don't know.
She couldn't. She couldn't.
I don't think she could score that one. Like, I don't. Meryl Streep could do it.
Meryl Streep as Obama. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would put her in the category of somebody that transcends all that stuff and could be put into a role and you wouldn't even notice. Frances McDormand could do it.
Oh, she'd be wonderful.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice. It would just be like, huh?
Oh,
yeah, it is, isn't it?
Folks in the chat, let us know who you would have as Denzel Washington played throughout history. Might be surprised who we got. Let's see who we got right now. Daniel Day-Lewis is O.J. Simpson.
Oh my god!
Here's my personal favorite. Daniel Day-Lewis is Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh my god!
I think he could. The thing about Daniel Day-Lewis is he gets so engrossed into his roles that like he's kind of like Joaquin Phoenix without like the possible spectrum disorder, to where he gets into it, and his method is shit. I think he could actually handle it. He'd have to ugly himself up, be Eleanor Roosevelt, but I think he could do it. Homer Simpson's mouth pussy. Terry Crews.
No.
Michelle Obama.
I love this. Go big boy, or go home. I'd see Denzel play Kendo in the WCBs biopic.
Dude, if there was going to be a WCBs biopic, and they're like, the person that's going to play you is Denzel Washington, I would have zero complaints. I'd be like, God damn,
I'd be proud for you.
That's a fucking honor. Okay.
All right, so
greatest actors of all time is going to play me. Sure,
is David Hasselhoff going to play Nick?
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Daniel Day-Lewis as Dion.
Dion Day-Lewis.
Oh god! No, give me Frances McDermott as me. There we go.
That would
all right,
work.
so gender swapping.
Yeah, we're race and gender swapping, Nick.
How progressive.
Do that then. Fuck it. Oh man.
All right, so who's me then?
You get Liam Neeson.
John Goodman. Oh, Liam. I'll take Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Can somebody in the chat or somebody listening in the future, can you Photoshop the WCBS movie with Denzel Washington as Kendo, Liam Neeson as me? Who was Nick again?
Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand is Nick, and then
Daniel Day-Lewis is Dion.
Daniel Day-Lewis is Dion.
Give him
Viola Davis is Dion Green.
She's a really good actress. She's fucking amazing.
I'd be okay with that. I think that'd be a good movie. And the best part is Liam Neeson's the character of Jeff. He's gonna play like all of his fucking dad rock movies.
Oh fuck yes.
Oh
now,
my god.
What we're gonna do, guys, is we're all gonna get jobs as like PAs and whatever on this film, only because then the Oscars can nominate our film.
Right.
Because yes, the cast is diverse, but the crew has to be diverse. So Kendo, I hope you're ready to be the best boy. Kendo, Dion will be a grip. I'll be a gaffer.
They will be the bestest boy that there's ever been in the history of besting boys.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just going to move on past it.
I don't know what it means either, but it's provocative, Jeff.
Get the people going.
Gal Gadot is Kendo? Fuck yes.
Well, okay. She's not that good. I do like her. She's great. She's not that good, though.
Fair. She's great enough to be called great, but not good enough to play one of your best friends. Got
exactly.
It.
Exactly.
Oh man, so that movie will be out in 35,
Good to know
folks.
that Nick thinks that highly of me, that he really wants that bar set up there, and like the standard is up here, kid.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. God damn it! All right, we want people who have been doing this for years, who have mastered their craft enough to where they can just kind of like be the person that they're supposed to be, and you don't even notice that they're there.
See, that would be great. That casting call.
Yeah, and all the actors and actresses we've named can do that, so we're fine.
We're sitting there.
I mean, if you just want eye candy, that's different. We can do that movie too.
You can see we're just auditioning everybody. Gal Gadot comes in to read the part of me, and Nick's just like, you're really great. However, you're just not good enough to play him.
That would be the most 2022 Hollywood casting call ever.
We're thinking more like Denzel Washington. But you're great. You're great. You're great. You're just not us great.
Dirk McDickerstein, Michael Jai White as Natalie Portman, as Viola Davis as Dion. Holy shit!
That's like Inception levels of Lincoln Osiris.
Yeah,
but I feel like Michael Jai White could pull that off. He's crazy enough to make that work.
There's a lot of dudes playing dudes who aren't dudes, but might identify as dudes that don't hire dudes or women to be their directors, apparently.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So, folks, we were waiting for Dion. He had to step away for a minute, but we're going to keep on moving. Let's check in with you guys still. So, Goku McDuck says, what if Vince McMahon was the president of FIFA?
It would still be as corrupt. Qatar would have still got the World Cup, just like how Saudi Arabia keeps getting Saudi.
You know what? I heard. You know what's really weird. I heard how you actually say that company's name is supposed to be Qatar.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been celebrating on there that weren't doing it in the right way, and they'll be getting some cutters to them.
Yeah, I've heard those protesters are getting taken care of, but not in the good way.
Well, one protester got shot in the streets of a country that could be mistaken for the title of a Flock of Seagulls song about going so far away.
I couldn't get away.
Yeah, he saw the team losing as a win for freedom and a slap into the face of the government, and was celebrating that fact. And he was found shot dead by security.
Jeez,
12 times in the chest, in a circle.
But it was suicide, right?
Yeah, but it was a suicide. No,
yeah.
Suicide,
yeah. He suicided himself by shooting himself 12 times.
How did he hit 11 other times after the first? Ricochets.
Yeah. He did it in this like really dank, fucking lightless concrete room that he found his way in that locks from the outside. That was from the outside. I don't know. Shit happens.
Yeah, and somehow like he shot himself, and there were ricochets, and they all made a circle in his chest, and in a nice little pattern there. So.
Mm-hmm. He was suicided by being machine gunned 65 times.
There you go.
Oh. It's tragedy, Jeff. It's a big tragedy, national tragedy.
Yeah, it apparently happens a lot over there, from what I hear.
Yeah, people just randomly fall off buildings.
Yep.
Got to be careful, man. Look down when you're walking, folks. Now, this one comes from somebody with a cool name. Tanneroo says, I remember watching Young Indiana Jones miniseries on TV when I was a kid. I remember the first few episodes being great. Amazing how we've gotten to this point. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Well, Tanneroo, thank you very much for the nice compliment. Yeah. Did you guys watch the Young Indiana Jones show at all?
I saw a few episodes of it, but it was not for me because it was one of the things that's like, for Indiana Jones, I wanted to see Indiana Jones, not Young Indiana Jones.
Fair.
Yeah, I've always wanted to, and whenever I've mentioned it to people, I was like, I want to check it out. They're like, oh, don't, it sucks. I'm just like, okay, then I won't. But I might actually seek it out. I might actually seek it out and actually watch it because I'm curious now because what we're getting is it's going to be terrible.
Well, I only had it on tape as a kid because when you bought the Indiana Jones VHS box set that came out in about 1999, it was packaged with Young Indiana Jones, like Peacock of the Mind's Eye or something bullshit like that. Something with a peacock's gem. And so, Splinter of the Mind's Eye, sorry. Anyway, that was my first introduction to Young Indiana Jones. I didn't really get into it, only because it just didn't have Harrison Ford. I understood that it was a different actor playing Indiana Jones, but, like, I only wanted the main version. So that's kind of why I couldn't really get into it. But I want to go back and check it out because I've read some of the comic books and I enjoyed those. So they might be better than the episode that I watched as a kid. But Tanneroo, thank you very much. DDO, thank you very much, says, oh, here we go, guys. So we had we had Cocaine Bear, Fentanyl Flamingo, and now we have coming soon from Canada, Weed Beaver. Damn the tokes.
Weed Beaver.
I feel like that.
I'm gonna write direct that one, boys. I'm gonna need a couple of weekends alone in a cabin. I'm gonna make that movie.
Starring Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, whole fucking show. I don't know. I feel like the Weed Beaver thing would be different though, because like the cocaine bear gets high on coke and attacks people. The fentanyl flamingo gets high on fentanyl and attacks people. The Weed Beaver is just gonna get really stoned and just eat a lot of trees.
I'd be down with that. It'd be
like
funny.
2 hours of the beaver just being super stoned, just munching the shit out of trees, and then Kevin Dunn shows up.
Wait, he wasn't there the whole time?
Hey,
Kendo, I think what you're suggesting is an Angry Beavers live action picture.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Norbert and whatever the other one's name was, Ed,
Daggett.
something like that. Daggett, thank you. I didn't like that show as a kid. I know I'm in the minority.
I did actually like it. I didn't like fucking was it Cat Dog? Fucking hated that show.
That show sucked ass. Fuck that
I
show.
hated this show. But they decided to go with SpongeBob, and they're still going with it, and that's I
Their
feel
number one
like
show of all time.
Yeah, I feel like that killed the whole network. That killed Nickelodeon, because after that they're just like, we're not gonna make anything else but SpongeBob. It's like, all right, good, you deal with that.
Good luck to those that grew up on only SpongeBob. Your Nickelodeon childhood is very, very empty.
Yeah, definitely.
Darian217, thank you very much, says, final scene, Cocaine Bear fights DiCaprio in Last Man Standing match. Leo wins thanks to more chair shots to the head than The Rock on Foley at Royal Rumble 99.
Yeesh.
That sounds awesome.
Brutal.
God damn. We need to make movies, guys, because together with the audience, we could make some all-time classics. Cocaine Bear meets the I Quit match.
Folks, make sure you like this episode and follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
And share all of our stuff so we can get famous enough and get enough money to make crazy-ass movies like this.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to make our cocaine-fueled movies as well. And we need to make Nick's adult picture 31 Flavors of Brown Girl. So just help us make that happen, too.
Mm-hmm.
Coming soon to a
Oh
Baskin
my
Robbins
god,
near
that
you.
sounds like a terribly fun idea.
Look, stealing Solo was a ridiculous idea that started on this show, and that's a thing. So
Yeah.
why not 31 Flavors of Brown Girl?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like an album.
It does.
I love it so
much. Oh god, what the hell was it? That shitty one from So Many Shades of Grey, not the movie, the fucking
Not 50 Shades of Grey.
Shades of Grey. No, that was a I don't know. Fuck,
You're
I
talking
forgot.
about Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead. I don't fucking know. Don't worry
They
about
had
it.
like a Shades of Grey song that goes on for like 30 minutes or some shit.
Somewhere it's being played right now.
That's true.
And it won't stop. Darian217, thank you very much. TLJ Screwjob, thank you for both of these. He says, okay, best alcoholic / drunk character in a movie / show.
Jim Leahy.
Wasn't he the liquor?
He was the liquor.
Best? I gotta think. Like, is Homer Simpson an alcoholic?
No, but Barney Gumble is, and he would be a close runner-up to Jim Leahy.
Let me look up some alcoholics. I don't want movies about alcoholism. I just gotta look up. Oh fuck! I guess I'll have to look up movies about alcoholism and pick a character from these movies. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies about alcoholism. Maybe Flight with Denzel Washington. Or no, wait, Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage, because it's Nicolas Cage. Now, if you would have said stoned characters, it would have been the Dude, or Jay and Silent Bob, or Bill. Well, Bill and Ted weren't
Well,
stoned.
no, there's dude, Robert Shaw in Jaws.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
He
drunk
drinks
character.
He drinks the whole time.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot about that one. Sorry. Yeah, I apologize. He's tired and he wants to go to bed.
There's Robert Hayes in Airplane with he can't fucking get the water in his mouth.
Yeah, he does have a drinking problem.
Oh, here's one for you. Karen Allen in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh yeah, Marion
everybody
Ravenwood.
everybody in Hangover. Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa.
Oh, he's my second favorite.
You
got shit right for a week. That's my favorite. That whole fucking movie.
Okay, Randy Quaid in Independence Day.
That's
Will
just
Smith
sad. Russell
Will Smith and
Case.
Hancock. Will Smith and Hancock. There you go.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
Chevy Chase in Caddyshack.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah,
not Ty Cobb. Ty Webley.
No, Ty Webb.
Ty Webb.
Yeah, Ty Cobb was an actual. I mean, he probably was.
Yeah, baseball player.
He was a baseball player.
Yeah, what do you mean? He played for the Tigers. He ended up being a piece of shit. Played by Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah,
that's a good movie too.
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean, all of them.
Oh yeah. TLJ Screwjob also says, FYI, I saw the drunk character question somewhere else and I used it here for you guys. Well, thank you. No matter what, we like to answer the questions. TLJ Screwjob says that was meant as a joke about Kendo not seeing Wakanda Forever makes up for D not be allowed into the Beverly Palm Hotel.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Does it hurt you, Dion, that I've been to the hotel?
No, because I live vicariously through you. So when you saw it, technically I saw it because you're the only person that understands my love for that fucking movie. So I ain't mad at all. I'm just mad that we haven't gotten on our ill-befitted adventure in Beverly Hills, getting shot at by guys in cars with cigars and tall-ass blonde bitches from Europe.
Now, sadly, your experience in Beverly Hills will be less like that and more like getting yelled at by rich people for being on their lawns.
Yeah, I can see that coming, but you know my response would be, I love it when you talk angry at me. Get your mad ass in this pool.
So get out of the goddamn pool.
I watched that. We watched that movie on Sunday.
Hell yeah. It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll ever invest in Beverly Hills Cop 3 on 4K, but I got the first two. That's enough for me.
I don't know, man. Depending on how bad 4 might be. We don't know.
Listen, that you ain't lying, Nick. You are not fucking lying, sir.
It's the Spider-Man 3 effect. Everything that comes after it makes it look better.
That's true. So I'm once again hopeful for Beverly Hills Cop 4. I am, but it's also being done by Netflix. So
that's fair. I mean, I just got excited because Rosewood and Taggart are both in it.
Which is wonderful. I'm glad they're coming back. 100% glad they're coming back. I hope the movie is good.
Oh yeah, we're not going to make excuses for it here on this channel, folks. If it sucks,
I hope it's good.
Sucks.
I want it to be good, but if it sucks, we'll call it out.
Wouldn't that be a horrible episode to do? Like episode 409, the Beverly Hills Cop episode, and it's just 2 hours of us going, "Look, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is terrible. Don't watch it." It's just me in the corner going, "Why, Axel? Why?"
Jeff just puts the camera on and starts shaking in the corner. It's like, "You guys take over. I can't do this." It's like, all right, this is a constant video of Jeff like going back and forth in the corner. Oh god,
it's Jeff moving to Buffalo. That's what the fucking video would be.
He starts yelling out like random lines from the other 3 movies, just at full volume.
Hey! Then just start screaming that shit.
Every now and again, he goes off camera and comes back in costume.
I mean, I do have that jacket in my living room. I could go get it if I really wanted to right now, but I don't. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much for all of those. He also says Denzel playing Daniel Day-Lewis playing Osiris. Lincoln Osiris. Dion, were you pooping when we were talking about Denzel Washington playing everybody?
I was.
Yeah, well, Denzel Washington's playing Kendo in the WCBs movie. I'm being played by... Who's playing me again?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Mm-hmm. Who's Nick and Kendo again? I'm sorry, I'm doing a million
Nick
things
is
at once.
Francis McDormand.
All right, and who are you? Dion was who again?
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, I think that tracks.
Well, the good thing is that with all that acting power, the movie would be at least on the Oscars radar for sure.
Yep. Coming soon to a theater near you, folks. My Black Ass. The story of world-class bullshitters. Darian 2 and 7, thank you very much for your very generous super chat. Speaking of Survivor Series, do my super chats from War Games count towards the Royal Rumble drunk stream? Went to Survivor Series, I enjoyed the show. WWE crowd showed signs of life. Unlike the last show I went to, Joe Rogan Moose, please. I will press it for you in just a second. Yeah, Darian 2 and 7, we can do that. We could read that, or if you want, I could just read those at the end of the show since there's only a handful. And why make you wait till January? Now, if you want us to drink for them, we'll wait till the Rumble, and I can go back. But if you'd like us to read it right now, just send me a regular message. I'll be paying attention to the chat, and I will do that. Also, since you requested this, let me get the button pulled up and play it for you guys. Where are you at?
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
The moose was fine, folks. The moose was fine. Up next was one from our friend Go Big Boar Go Home, who said, LSD iguana, colors like you've never seen.
I feel like Johnny Depp played a lizard, and that's what we would get basically. Is just that movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Rango too, Electric Boogaloo.
There you go. There you go.
We also have from Go Big Boar Go Home, Hashish Sasquatch, the most chill primate ever. You guys want to see these inebriated animal movies?
Of course. But we need one for bath salts.
Yes.
Bath salts.
Chimpanzee on a bath salts.
Chimpanzee on bath salts. Oh my god.
Bath salts chimp.
Bath salts chimp. There you go.
Can that straight take place in Beverly Hills?
Straight out of the Florida Zoo.
Well, Joe Exotic can be in the fucking sequel because he won't get pardoned until the second one comes out.
Guess what, motherfucker?
There you go. Denzel Washington in the fucking Joe Exotic biopic.
Well, coming to theaters 2029.
I'm gonna tell you a joke. You understand me? It's not a fucking game. Not a fucking game. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Bath salts baboon with a shotgun. All right, guys, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Darian super chats until the Royal Rumble stream because he wants us to drink. So we're gonna be starting that one off. Fair enough. It's gonna be a sloppy time, like the old lady from Billy Madison says. You like it extra sloppy? God, lady, you're disgusting. So, guys, we talked about almost everything so far tonight. Now, in terms of the Disney Respawn stuff, I think because of all the trailers that dropped, folks, we're going to have to just move that one to Tuesday for the High Council, which will have Literature Devil and Lil Chad joining us. So we'll be able to give an in-depth discussion on that topic, and I think we should just hold it off until then. But we're not done yet with this show. We have a few more things we wanted to cover tonight. Now, Kendo, you had brought up that Top Gun was making a comeback, correct? Oh, wait, Kendo stepped away for a second. I'll take this for a moment. So Kendo had mentioned how Top Gun 2 Maverick was coming back to theaters starting, I believe, this week. It's going to have another 2-week run right before Avatar 2 comes out. Would you guys laugh if Top Gun Maverick beats Avatar 2?
I would laugh my ass off if Avatar 2 was coming out.
I mean, from what I hear, James Cameron's going to make like 4 or 5 more parts anyways. Even though this one may not make $2 billion, what he needs to fucking break even. The psycho. God. He wants this to be the biggest movie in history so he can break even. You know how idiotic that sounds?
Very.
That's fucking insane.
It's like you've sold everything you can, like, to go play, like you've gambled everything you can. It's like, hey buddy, I need $3 million to get out of this hole. Like, what the fuck? You only had $1 million. That's what I need to get out of this hole. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, man. He wants $2 billion to break even.
But just think, somebody gave him all that money to let Avatar 2 be whatever the fuck he wanted it to be.
He was filming in his fish tank in his fucking house, I think. I don't know, man. It was weird. But like I don't know. That just when I read when I read that headline, I couldn't believe it. Like that's where we are now. James Cameron hasn't done anything good since True Lies?
Yeah, I'll agree with that statement. I don't think Titanic's a good movie.
Yeah, okay. Titanic, True Lies, whatever. Okay, well, that's it. And he needs $2 billion with a B dollars to break just even, not make a profit, to break even.
Jesus,
that's and you're trying to beat Marvel, and now you're trying to beat Top Gun as well. To that point, or to go over there, whatever they made. Like I just don't get it. I don't fucking get it. It's not going to make that much. It may make $1 billion, but even that I doubt highly.
You don't believe in the power of James Cameron and his blue?
No, I don't. Listen, a lot of these old directors just need to kind of sit back and just be done with what they're doing. Be like, you've done your work. Let it be in pop culture and everybody like it and buy it on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, 8K, 10K, whatever the fuck it is over the next few decades. Be happy it's out there and people appreciate it. Don't keep making more shit because you're bored. Just be done, okay? All right? John Carpenter knows this. He's making music with his kids, okay? Just saying.
Didn't some actor the other day come out and say he wants John Carpenter to come back and make movies, but Carpenter said, no, I'm done?
Yeah.
Who was that? Because I just watched another YouTube video, documentary.
Nicolas Cage
essay, essentially. YouTube essay on The Thing, and it was The Thing versus The Thing from 2011. And they quoted that, and it's just funny how even James Cameron's like, you know what? This just ain't my era, dog. These motherfuckers making silly ass movies. And they did it to my movie in 2011, a decade ago.
Yeah, and I mean, the last few movies he did were not the best. I mean, like Ghosts of Mars and like Vampires and other things like that. It's kind of like, you didn't do good, man. I'm glad you kind of left and you went to music. You're fucking amazing in music. Love the music you're making. It's awesome. Keep doing that.
His movies just stayed the same. They didn't change, they didn't update. The early ones are awesome. Even the shitty ones, like Ghosts of Mars, is a silly fucking movie. But Ice Cube and Natasha Eschenridge, or whatever the fuck her name is, and randomly Jason Statham, it's a fun little action, not horror because it's so campy, but it's a fun little sci-fi slasher film. It's his films, like you compare Ghosts of Mars to fucking Halloween, it's the same campiness. It just didn't evolve, and at least he's aware of the fact about that. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just making movies is just a different place, and even his shitty ones are better than the new ones coming out now. And it's just
that's sad. That's
so
sad,
crazy.
That's
like if you can't tell me that you wouldn't get if we were doing a fucking drunk watch of Ghosts of Mars, that you would probably do that over going to see a Marvel movie. That's wild.
100, no, 1,000%, 1,000%.
Yeah, dude. Like, this became, started as us just bullshitting online, but motherfucker, and you make motherfucking movies. Like, you think that our boy Cameron having to set a record to break even is crazy. You and I would rather do a drunk watch stream of Ghosts of Mars than watch Wakanda Forever. It tells you all you need to know.
Dion, how dare you? Dion, how dare you?
I'm just saying, dog.
Those are your people. They need support, okay? Don't watch Till. Don't watch Woman King, but go watch fucking Wakanda Forever.
It'll change the community.
It'll change the community forever.
Cody Rhodes will finally not be alone.
He and his wife will have finally ended racism.
I mean, I'm glad glad Paramount is making money off Top Gun. Good for them. I'm glad they're putting it out again to make more money for, till the end of the year. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
That's 100% a smart move.
It's a good way to get me to go to the theater again for the first time since the last time I watched Top Gun.
Yep.
Same for me.
It's a playbook move. You know, you made a good movie. Tom Cruise is fucking crazy, but they made it was just a good movie from top to bottom. Fucking Kendo was excited as fuck to see that shit. Outside of ending his obligations of the show of watching Marvel shit, this motherfucker was excited to go to the movie theater again.
Yeah.
During the time he was having a fucking baby. If that doesn't tell you what you need to know about where movies is, I don't know what to fucking tell you. That's fucking
the highlights. The highlights of my year in no particular order, but the number one thing was Top Gun Maverick. Then there was a bunch of other shit.
Right. Like this motherfucker is starting his life, and Maverick is the movie that made him go to the movie theater, not some fucking bullshit from Marvel. And it's just like, and they wonder why they lost $2 billion. Okay, all right,
yeah, and
you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, Twitter. Okay,
yeah, and apparently Cameron's gonna make that. It's just like, and here's the thing. I want to see that Monday report when it comes out for Avatar 2. I can't wait to see that Monday report of the number that comes up. I really can't, because
it's gonna be wild.
I guarantee you, it's probably going to be like 200 million at the very most. I doubt it's going to be more than that. I really doubt it's going to be more than that.
I don't know if I would say 200 million. And don't get me wrong, you know, and in all seriousness, we make fun of John Cameron. That's a way that we make fun of him when we get his name wrong. But you know, James Cameron, we make fun of that motherfucker all the time. That motherfucker knows how to market a film. Even with that, I don't know if it's gonna make 200 million on opening weekend, dude. I don't know. It's just like I finally saw a full feature trailer on not network television, but during the game on the 1st of December, and that movie's coming out in fucking 15 days.
Weeks. Oh yeah,
yeah,
shit.
2 weeks. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I do. Even with fucking James Cameron's egotistical ass behind this movie, I don't think it makes 200 million in a weekend. I don't think so, dude. I think if we thought that Strange Worlds is going to be a crazy thing that happened, I'm with you, Nick, but I think it's going to be even worse than that. I'm not going to say it's going to lose $100 million, but it's going to lose. I mean, it may be Ghostbusters bad.
Wow. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I really can't wait to the numbers, because I'm not gonna watch it. I have no motivation to watch it. You know, I think I watched the first one in theaters once, and that was it. I didn't buy the Blu-ray.
I'm going and seeing it with my fucking best friend. like we're getting fucked up and watching Avatar 2, but that's gonna be 10, 11, 12 days after it comes out. You know. I don't know
if Cameron doesn't
the
pull
world
himself.
Could be a different place, boys.
Oh God! Once again, I think the hit for hopefully the hit for December will be Violent Night, which comes out this weekend. Go watch it, or at least go try to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it this weekend and report back.
Please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it this week. I got my anniversary shit on Sunday, but I think we're gonna try and go see it on Saturday. I'm gonna try and sneak away with some peeps and go watch it, because it's gonna be an interesting case study with Violent Night coming out, you know, fucking Avatar in 2 weeks. December 2022 is gonna be very fucking interesting. It's gonna be very fucking interesting in terms of movies.
Okay, so Top Gun coming out, I guess, again now, and it's coming out in December. Do you think the money that Top Gun will make in December will be more than Avatar will make?
You know what? Fuck it. I think that Maverick's gonna barely make more money in December than Avatar 2 will. I think it'll be very close. It might be by a couple million, but I think Maverick was that good where it will make more than Avatar, which is trying to come off of a fucking 13-year, or not 13-year. Was it 2009 was when it came out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a 14-year layoff out of nowhere with a half-assed re-release of the first movie. I think Maverick barely beats fucking Avatar 2.
So, okay, real quick. Maverick currently in its lifetime is at $1,486,657,763. It came out of the theaters on November 3rd. So it's getting like a 1 month break and it's going back into theaters.
Part of me likes this because it's Paramount's way of trying to fuck with Disney. It's like, hey, guys, you're
they're
not going to
fucking with
run
Disney, and they're fucking with James Cameron too.
Well, James Cameron deserves it a little too.
100% deserves it.
Would you guys like to know how much Black Adam's made?
Yes.
African American Adam?
Yeah, I'm sorry, African American Adam. After 41 days or 5 weeks in release, African American Adam sits at a cool, whopping worldwide total of $378 million.
Ooh.
That's it?
Ooh. That's barely breaking even.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Damn, Rock. Yeah. Sorry.
Damn, Rock. Yeah, dude. Like, that's really... Like, I did not think it was going to be that fucking low.
No, man. I thought Black Adam would at least do 500. Like, hey, yeah, people bought into the hype of The Rock. No, they just buy into brand loyalty and recognition.
Yeah. Like, I thought it was going to do at least do Batman vs Superman numbers.
Which was supposed to do $2 billion, according to Kevin Smith.
Dude, that would listen, and we said that, and I think it's the same thing's going to happen to Avatar too. We said this then. You know, it's going to make money, but based on expectation, it's going to be a flop. And sure enough, you know, barely making $800 million when you're expecting $2 billion is a fucking flop. And with Avatar 2 and Paramount trying to take a shot at Disney and James Cameron with a juiced up Tom Cruise, it's not necessarily that big of an underdog fight, man. I don't think, because Maverick was so fucking good.
Yeah. Would you like to know what its first week drop off was?
Yes.
72%.
For Maverick?
No, for African American Adam.
Oh, okay. Jesus, man. I was like, what do you want?
I was like, that's impossible.
Okay, well,
that's why I moved looking twice.
You know, Black Panther, What Are Those Forever, is currently at $682 million worldwide. Its first weekend drop off though was 78.6%.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it dropped hard.
Damn. Because the record is what, like 73?
I don't remember.
Yeah, and I think that's held by Solo. I think.
Yeah, I remember Solo being really big. It was in the 70s. I know Ghostbusters.
No,
was
but
in the
did you
70s,
no?
right?
But did you read the headline for Strange World? Did you read that weird ass headline where it's like Disney lost money on Strange World, but Wakanda Forever is third week number one. I'm just like, that doesn't really mean anything. So
Right? Yeah, it's like
they
when
broke
your
even. Good.
competition. Yeah, your competition's crippled. It doesn't mean it's not a big deal when you beat them.
Well, when you own your competition, it's just like, what's the point of having all these movies come out?
Solo's drop off was 77%.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
It's on its first Friday, it made $35 million. On its second Friday, it made $8 million.
That's fucking crazy.
And
That
the
is
funny
fucking
part is there was only one time during its entire there's a couple times, but in its first month, everything from percentage from last week is all red.
Is Solo the record? Is it the record?
It took 41 days to have a positive percentage from the previous week on any of its days of release.
Holy
and that was
shit.
on July 4th, where it had a 20% bump from that on that previous Wednesday.
God.
Dude, and motherfuckers on Twitter still defend that fucking movie.
Would you like to know how much it went up from when it hit that 20%? That day it made $666,000.
Jesus.
Because the previous Wednesday it had only made $552,000. Now they do have an out, because between June 14th and July 15th of that year, the World Cup was going on in Russia. So maybe people were just really had football fever and were watching the World Cup and not going to see Solo.
That's what it was. People in Russia just moved the needle that much.
Solo also stayed in theaters for 119 days.
Jesus.
Its last day was
Somebody
September
kill
20th.
it, it's already dead.
Its last day in theaters was September 20th of 2018. It was in 40 theaters across the United States. Each theater averaged $32 as it brought in a whopping $1,308.
Goddamn. Alden Ehrenreich is a star.
Dude.
And James Cameron thinks he's going to make $2 billion. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's going to make $10 billion, guys. Avatar 2 is going to be the highest grossing movie ever made.
Well,
now, Nick, you brought up that movie Strange World. It's been in release for 8 days. It's made $29 million worldwide at this point. It came out on a Wednesday, and it made $4 million. It came out as the number 2 movie. Would you like to know what it made yesterday and what the drop-off was from the previous Wednesday?
Yes, please.
So its first day in release, it made $4,192,000. Yesterday, its 8th day in release, it made $390,000 for a drop-off of 90.7% in 1 week.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Well, good thing they have Wakanda Forever.
So, but here's the thing, and here's why it's not tracking well. And you could say, well, wait till this weekend comes out and you can compare the Fridays. Last Friday, it made $4,900,000, which it almost made it to $5 million, which was its top year to date or top daily get. And then it went down 11% the next day and down 36% the next day. On Monday, it dropped 85% to only $432,000. So we'll see what this weekend holds. I'm actually curious, but it also does have an out in that Thanksgiving was last weekend and the World Cup is going on in Qatar. So people just might be having the football fever. And instead of going to watch a movie in the evening, several hours after the games are no longer being broadcast in the United States, because the usually ends around 2:00 in the afternoon due to the time difference, at least for me, they're just watching the replays and the highlights, and that's why they're not going to see Strange World.
Makes sense.
Or it could be that Strange World was so horribly advertised because I didn't even know it was coming out that nobody cares.
There's that. I would say that there's that. The advertisement for this was really awful. And looking at the poster, it looks like their font for Strange World ripped off DuckTales, and that's kind of off-putting to me.
Same.
Dion, did you get any advertisements for Strange World over the past couple of weeks or month or whatever before Thanksgiving?
We did up here. So there were a couple ads during like football games and shit. Like, I got a lot of local
they
ads.
didn't advertise it in Tennessee or Georgia, but they advertised it in Michigan because Disney Logic. They're up in the north. They love the gays.
Mm-hmm. Sure, why not?
Man, you know, I got very little. I forgot about it until I saw the fucking trailer right before it came out. So, and then outside of just because I've been in the movies a couple times, there were a couple teasers for it. But yeah, I mean the marketing it existed, but that sure as shit they didn't put no effort in it.
Well,
yeah, because
I'm not in a rush to see it.
Yeah, because I think if you didn't want to see it or your kids didn't want to see it, you weren't going to take them. So there's no point in that.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, I'm not worried because the first advertisement I saw for it was last week Thanksgiving during one of the football games. But at the same time, they should not have released it during the World Cup. They were never going to. With that.
I love how their excuse now is like, oh, everybody's homophobic. That's why the movie didn't do well. It's like, no, you just did a shitty job of advertising it. That's all it is.
It was very poorly advertised.
Well, not only that, but again, it's like, maybe the movie just isn't that good. Yeah. I always know how that's the last thing that some, entertainment journalists, so to speak, say. Like, maybe the movie just wasn't that fucking good. I can't imagine writing an opinion piece on a film just assuming that it's good. Like, that's wild to me. And yeah, well, the whole homophobic thing, maybe you should address that the movie ain't that fucking good. Nobody was interested in that shit. We already saw Journey to the Center of the Earth, bitch, and that came out a decade ago. The dude that made that movie is making a different movie called The Whale. Everybody loves him again. We don't want to see this fucking movie again.
I mean, I really just think it's the World Cup. It's got to be. I mean, that's the only
100.
reason why.
I agree. I agree. It's World Cup.
That's the only reason why this
There's
movie's
nothing
not doing
wrong with
well.
Qatar. Nothing wrong with Qatar.
No, I mean, take a look. Let's see where this movie's been released. Let's see, domestic. Where's the international? So, Strange World has been released, obviously, in the United States. It's also been released in Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic. So, all of Europe has gotten this movie. South Africa, they got it. It was released in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, and Mexico. The Asian Pacific got it. Hong Kong, Australia, India, Japan, New Zealand, Philippines. No China, though. That's the problem. They didn't release the movie in China either. So it's the World Cup, and they didn't release it in China. And strange, I don't know why, but there's no, Middle East on there. I don't know why they wouldn't release that movie in the Middle East.
Really? Huh. Well, it just... Yeah, that's hard to believe. Not everybody will be able to enjoy that movie in its entirety.
I guess they didn't release it in the Middle East because they didn't want to compete with the World Cup. But they released everywhere else, especially Europe. Dude, it's the World Cup. It's got to be the World Cup.
You know what? That makes sense because
logical reason.
That makes sense because they're really into the World Cup there in the Middle East, and I feel like the movie would be a distraction for the World Cup.
Same thing. China's not even in the World Cup, but clearly they've got World Cup fever, and they didn't even bother to release the movie in China.
I know that makes a lot of sense. I agree.
Which is strange because we keep hearing about how important and impactful the Chinese market is for movies.
Yeah, unless you're locked inside, forcibly locked inside your apartment building because of the beer bug.
Yeah, or forced to make iPhones.
That too.
Now, guys, is there anything else you guys would like to say before we close tonight's episode out?
That I just really think people should stop making movies and releasing them during the World Cup because it's just never going to work out for them. See Strange World.
I would say go support Brendan Fraser's movie The Whale. Go support that because
do that actually.
And he's awesome. Go pay to rent it. Go pay to rent it for $2 or $3 on Amazon Prime. Do that.
Go watch a movie from somebody that actually fucking appreciates the people that watch his movies.
Yeah.
So, Dion, you said your part about free yayo. So, folks, I think we've reached the end of a really fun episode. WCBs 334 is another one in the books. Now, if we, like we said at the beginning, we will move the Disney response to woke complaints part of the show to the High Council this week. We'll have Literature Devil, we'll have Lil Chad, it'll be Andrew, Caffeinated Wolf, myself, and we will have another awesome show. So, folks, thank you for joining us. Be on the lookout for a video this weekend. Check out all of our backlog of content. And since you guys liked some rerun stuff like we did, we'll do that instead of having dead air, dead weeks. We'll do all sorts of stuff. We'll give you more WCBs content. We got thousands of hours in the hopper, tons of content. You want it, you got it. WCBs. Now, guys, I think next summer we should get together, pick a state, and we should do a food truck. 31 flavors of brown girls across the country.
Can you just imagine painting that on the side of a fucking food truck and driving it around? What do you guys have?
I'll drive the food truck. It'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be fine.
And we don't even put a menu. We don't even put a menu up. People are like, "What do you got in?"
We'll do it in Chicago.
We'll do Chicago. Dude, we'll have like a shot doing that.
Oh my god. We'll do it in New Jersey. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's a lot of brown people there. It'll be okay.
Now, there is one thing I did want to mention real quick because I put it in the comments. How Rian Johnson got into film school. Would you guys like to hear the harrowing tale of how Rian Johnson, this generation's greatest director, got into film school?
He paid his
way.
way.
I feel you're going to tell us anyway.
Oh, yeah. So, Rian Johnson could not get into USC film school. He could get into USC, but he finally hit his junior year and he got rejected again. So at that point, and this is him saying that, I had become friends with a ton of film majors and I was sitting in on film classes, so I became a literature major and I was happy. But the midpoint of next year rolled around and so I wound up, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone trying to get USC, but I wrote kind of a fuck you letter. It was really obnoxious. I wrote this one-page thing about whining about wanting to be a filmmaker and how I don't need your program. And guys, that is how Rian Johnson got into the filmmaking program at USC, by bitching.
The one thing that he knew is that you don't actually have to go to film school to be able to make movies. That was a smart thought that he had. But the fact that he became a literature major doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering he wrote a movie and filmed it based on the very first draft.
Yeah, I mean, back during Scorsese's times, when they were younger, George Lucas, people like that, you could only make film in film school, and that's how you got your in, and you knew people and things like that. You know, that was back then, a long time ago. Nowadays, you can make a goddamn movie on your iPhone, and you have no excuse not to. And there are tons of resources on YouTube, especially, that you can go to and go through and like how to format a script, how to write a script, how to do this, that, and the other. You can reach out to people on Twitter and on a bunch of other platforms and ask them questions if you need to. Like the plethora of information and things you have at your fingertips just by sitting on your ass is enormous. And you don't need film school at all anymore. You just need to write your movie and fucking make it.
Yep. Or you can be a massive Karen and bitch at them about them not. Did he ask to see the manager of the film school?
It sounds like it. It fucking sounds like it.
That's how it works. Well, now we know how Rian Johnson got into film school, and now we know how Rian Johnson is changing the world of cinema by bitching.
Explains an awful lot.
So like he was getting a free education by sitting in on classes and doing all that shit.
Yeah.
But I guess he wanted the degree to show that he did it, just so he could have it on his fucking wall and masturbate to it whenever he wanted to.
School.
Rian Johnson as an egotistical asshole, Nick? You don't fucking say.
I know, Dion. I know, Dion. It's hard to believe now, especially with everything we know, but it's true. It's true.
God, he just never got that punch in the ribs that you get from your friends when you talk a little too much, dude.
I agree. I agree. He never got that. Yeah.
Motherfucker couldn't get in. I wrote this fuck you letter to the school. We never would have fucking we watched your fuck you letter to Star Wars fans, asshole.
Yeah.
God, fuck that dude so much.
Pissed in when you don't get your way. Surprising.
Yeah, never would have guessed.
And what's not surprising is that he did it in Hollywood and it fucking worked. He got what he wanted.
Listen.
Failing upwards.
An award.
Guys, don't knock a Saturn Award until you try a Saturn Award.
I'm good. I think I'll try to achieve higher. If I get a Saturn Award from somebody, I'm chucking it in the goddamn trash.
Well, friends don't let friends.
Saturn once. Does that count?
It does. Friends don't let friends get Saturn Awards. Just saying. And so, folks,
if I ever get to a point where I'm making movies and I get a Saturn Award, I'm inviting all three of you guys, and we're gonna pregame into the fucking award show drunk as shit, and be just obnoxious assholes the whole goddamn time. That's what's gonna happen,
buddy. We're gonna be at all your award show ceremonies
because
that's what's
you make
happen.
films,
except for those grinder awards. I'm not gonna go
if by weird chance and happenstance and circumstance I get nominated for a Saturn Award and they have the awards and I can invite you guys, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be obnoxious assholes in there the whole time until we get kicked the fuck out.
We're getting kicked out of a fucking award show. That's our next WCBs event.
Yeah,
this is gonna happen. I just because that's how much I care about getting a Saturn Award.
Me too.
And my acceptance speech is like, well, if Rian Johnson can get one, goddamn it, it must be easy.
Yeah, if he can do it, so can you, folks.
Bar ain't set real high, folks.
No, neither are films. So Goku McDuck sends in our final super chat of the evening that says Kendo knows his stuff. Yes, Kendo does know his stuff. That is why he is world class. People forget the world class part of World Class Bullshitters. They just want to say the last part is a joke, but they forget the WCBs crew, 4 college-educated men, doctors, other things, on the way there. So, folks, continue on this academic journey into depravity with WCBs while we analyze everything in the world, including pop culture and the World Cup, apparently. So, we're going to slap someone on the way out of this, guys. Anything else we want to say, or are we good to go?
Good to go.
Good to go.
All right. Just like that stupid Taco Bell commercial in the early 2000s. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.